I gotta say, I think I chose the best playlist to start a podcast. Like the Nightcore playlist that I have.
Oh yes.
I never thought I would. I never thought I would find a really good version of Drowning Pool's Bodies and Decor. It's the best.
See, let the bodies hit the floor.
yeah.
Let the bodies hit the.
It's just all confused.
Let the bodies hit the.
Exactly.
Let the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the.
That is Allie's Drowning Pool impression. I don't know why, but I always get Drowning Pool and Puddle of Mud mixed up for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not good at my bodies of water. like Drowning Pool and Puddle of Mud. Would I rather be drowning in a pool? I think I'd rather step in a puddle of mud.
Honestly, drowning in a puddle of mud sounds awful.
Yeah. But here's the thing. You don't know if we're drowning.
That's
true. It's
literally just a puddle. Yeah, it's literally just a puddle with mud in it. So
yeah, and it's not deep. It's a puddle. Like you just step in it.
True.
Yeah, I would hate to be. Yeah. I would hate to be drowning in a pool because also what comes with water.
Sharks.
And
crocodiles.
And crocodiles. So oh gosh. You good, Ellie? Hi, Trinity.
Hi, Trinity. Thank you for being first. Also, technically, I was first, therefore, you're wrong.
Was I first?
No, I was first.
I just love the fact that someone could say first on your stream, and then you just write back, just like, no, I was.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've literally done that. My friend Becky was like, first. I was like, no, I was first.
No, I was
and then she took my joke, and I was like, damn, Becky, really out here stealing my jokes.
I might steal that now, because that's very, very funny. I love it. But as far as music goes, I would rather be Drowning Pool than Puddle of Mud.
Fair.
Because Drowning Pool at least has some has bodies, right? It's one of the best songs ever. But then
there's bodies in the pool. There's bodies at the bottom of the pool.
Let the bodies hit the pool. Let the bodies hit the pool.
You use them as floating devices. They just float up to the top, and you walk all over them.
Yeah, like little floaties.
Yeah.
Just getting a tan. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the person I've hitched my career to.
Hello.
I'm just kidding.
We're in trouble.
I don't know. I think we're doing well. It seems like everyone loves our dynamic. So.
Because it's great.
True. People really want to be a part of this. People are just like, I love this. We need more of this, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. Let's do more of it.
We're Ghost and Crocodile,
It's true.
We are. I'm going to actually put this picture. Give me 1 second. Don't move. Not you, Max.
Oh, I was going to say.
Don't either.
I was going to say, I can't move. I'm attached to my desk, so.
I'm glued.
I literally can't move. My headphones are attached to my setup, and if I move, everything's gonna fuck up. So.
Same here. In my diddly string.
Oh.
Whatever it's called.
God. That's
a cord. A cord. It's a cord.
That's
a cord.
That reminds me of me coming into your stream last night and just being like, all right, I'm here to tell you that I love you and that I'm glad you're my friend. And then I hear you just talking about weird shit, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave now.
Dude, right at the moment of my top dirtiness of talk, you
Yeah.
pop in, and I'm just like, no, no, Max, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, hello everybody. I'm just putting on lip gloss.
Welcome back to Scary for Her Pleasure. Scary's getting pleasured, and we're talking about it. My name is Max.
I'm scared. Why in my head? I'm thinking I'm scary and your pleasure.
No, don't say that.
Maybe it's the opposite.
I don't know. I'm pretty scary from what I've heard.
Hi, I'm Allison, freshly lip glossed. I didn't do it right. I just look like I just munched on a bunch of chocolate. Oh God, this is how this is gonna go. Oh,
It's now my goal for this podcast to say something weird every opening episode to like make you laugh hysterically.
I'm sorry. Ready? And we'll do it. We'll opening again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not doing it again. That was perfect. I don't know. That was the perfect intro to the podcast.
You're like, I'm Max, and I'm like.
To be fair, I could have waited a little bit longer. My apologies.
No. That was perfect. You take the opportunities that are given to you. 1000%.
You know, I really do. Like, any opportunity I get, I'm just like, hey, you know.
I same way. Same way. If I can make a joke, that's what I want to do. If I can make a bit out of something, that's my favorite thing.
You have no idea how long I've been holding in that Scary's getting pleasured and we're talking about it line. I've been holding it in since last podcast, and I'm so excited about it.
Scary's getting pleasured. That's so funny. Oh, I love it so much.
Because I was telling you, like, Scary, our mascot, would be a mixture of your two emotes of the pinhead and the girl from Midsommar with a crocodile tail.
Dude, that, oh my God, that should be our logo.
That would be great.
That would be
awesome.
So good. So good. I love our dynamic of crocodile and ghost.
Yeah.
Like, that is who we are on the inside.
It's true.
Like, you're just a scaly beast and I'm see-through. They call me alabaster skin. Like, seriously, you put me in the light, I'm like Edward Cullen, I just shimmer.
I can't go outside, because if I go outside, I'll cook to death, so, you know.
Oh, so we're both. It's like, you ever see the first SpongeBob movie?
Yeah.
So remember at the kind of end when they're underneath the heat lamps?
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like, I'm sorry, Patrick. And he's like, I'm sorry, SpongeBob. That's you and me in the sun.
It's true. It's true.
Getting dried out to be sold off.
Oh my God.
Oh God. A croc ghost. Absolutely, Trinity.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the movie Ghost Shark. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, and I've seen every stupid shark movie.
Oh my God. Ghost Shark is the funniest movie ever. So the whole idea behind Ghost Shark is it's this shark who's a ghost, and he can show up in any body of water. So there's a scene where this guy is in like an office. And he's drinking out of like one of those water coolers, and he takes a drink, and then like 5-10 minutes later, the shark just like comes up out of him and like splits him in half. It's amazing.
Where is this movie?
And then
I need to watch Ghost Shark. I have seen Corn Shark. Speaking of Corn Shark, welcome on.
Hi, Corn. It's good to see you.
My Corn. I need a list of folks I'm not following. I'll give you a list, Corn. I'll give you a list. I'll check it twice. I've seen Corn Shark. I've seen Sand Shark.
Sand
I've
Shark,
seen
yeah.
every sort shark, all the Sharknadoes. I've seen every shark movie. Ghost Shark?
Uh, there's an even better scene than the Office one. You know what a slip and slide is, right?
Yes,
So there's a
absolutely.
scene at the end where this kid is sliding down a slip and slide, and there's this like archway at the end
Hmm.
where that
Hmm.
leads into like a pool, and then like the ghost shark just comes like sliding up backward and just eats the kid. It's like I know I'm describing this horribly, but it's even better in the actual movie because
Oh my God.
it's just a PNG of a shark head that's like color graded out to look like a
Ghost
ghost.
Shark. Ghost Shark. Ghost Shark. Everyone, find me, chat, find me Ghost Shark. Two-headed shark attack, three-headed shark attack,
Oh, I
four-headed
remember
shark
this one.
attack, and Sharktopus. I have seen
Sharktopus is
two-headed.
good.
Sharktopus. Sharktopus 1 is actually pretty okay.
I love that movie. I love the concept of that movie.
I need to write down Ghost Shark on here. Ghost Shark.
Santa
Because
Shark is also a really good one.
I type it in Google and it gives me Australian Ghost Shark.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Um,
What other? There was another movie that was. Oh, Santa Jaws.
yeah,
Santa
Corn
Jaws
was
was.
just talking about that.
What? Dude, Corn. Santa Jaws was good, right?
I feel like I've
Oh,
at
you
least
did.
heard of
Santa
that.
Jaws was good. Santa
Yeah.
Jaws actually had like a story.
Oh yeah.
And the acting was okay. There was like kid actors. Um,
Mm.
that's an actually like okay movie. I would put Santa. I would watch like a double feature of Santa Jaws and what is it called? God damn it, Santa Jaws and oh my god,
Describe
it'll
the
come
movie
to
you're
me later.
describe the movie you're thinking about.
I just had the title Santa. Oh, Velocipaster.
I was literally just thinking about it. I was gonna talk about that.
Velocipaster.
I was like,
Yes.
Velocipaster would be an amazing movie to watch with that. Yeah.
Velocipaster is so the ending is so freaking good
Yeah.
with when he's in the just the fucking costume
Yeah.
head and you can obviously see like his head in the back like this
Yeah.
and he's like ah! And he's trying to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Literally amazing. Chad, if you have not seen Velocipaster, the second one is being made.
Is it really?
Yes.
I need to rewatch that first one then, because
do
I
hear
remember that
mo-
movie.
Do I hear Cantina movie night? For
Where's Yus?
Velocipaster 2.
Where's Yus? We need to suggest this to him.
Oh, this is 1000% happening. Maybe even a double feature.
Dude, yeah.
That would be amazing. I want to know if Corn likes Santa Jaws. Oh, I forgot Air Jaws. I haven't even heard of
Air
Air Jaws.
Jaws.
Is
Is
that
that like
is
snakes
that...
on a plane but with sharks?
I am tired of
Of
these
the-
motherfucking sharks in this motherfucking air.
That's Allie's biopic. It's Air Jaws. It's just
It's
the movie that explains Allie's fear of sharks.
Or wait, what if it's like Air Bud? Like the fucking dog movie where he knows how to play basketball
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
instead of a dog, it's a shark, right? And it's just the shark is misunderstood and he goes to try out for the team. And they're like, "No, you can't play because you're a shark with no legs."
No. You know, it'd be really funny. I would love there to be a scene in that movie of the shark just being like, "Fuck this shit," and just its back like tail just turns into feet, and then just
Oh
walks
my
out of
God.
the ocean.
But you could see it's like human feet, like
Yeah,
the person
yeah.
walking out.
It's
That's
like
bad.
it's like a shark costume from the like waist up, and then from like the waist down, it's just like gray like painted legs.
Oh my god, that would be everything.
That would be
that
the
would be
best.
everything. And they would use the Space Jam song, but kind of like change it. It'd be like, "Take your chance at the air shark." All right. Come on and munch if you want some brunch. I don't know.
that da 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 part could be the Jaws theme.
Oh my god, we should be millionaires right now.
Speaking
Oh my
of
goodness.
good horror movie music, uh, I don't know how to segue into the topic I wanted to talk about. Uh,
You want to chat about some of your favorite spooky music?
yes, absolutely.
Also, welcome in, Chill.
Yes, welcome in, Chill. Good to have you. Idea for next podcast.
Yes.
Next podcast, I really want to get both Corn and Chill, on this
Yes.
podcast.
Can we please? Can you guys do it? We'll
Can
talk
we
about it
can we
later,
like
Corn and
DM
Chill.
you later and just like
Yeah.
talk about it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll plenty of time. We do it like once a month. So
Yeah.
totally. You be down? Awesome. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
What's good about Chill too is Chill and I we like the same movies and at the same time we don't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Chill really liked we had this discussion a while back. He really liked the new Texas Chainsaw Netflix movie. And I thought it was like the devil's asshole. I thought it was the worst thing fucking ever.
Fair.
So like I absolutely love talking to people who have different opinions because it's just such an interesting thing. Like I just love it. I absolutely love
agree.
it. So that would be great. Yeah, Corn Chill. Corn Chill. Corn Chip.
Corn, Chill. My goodness.
Corn Chill. Like, what the hell?
But yeah, do you have a favorite horror movie theme?
Ooh. Ooh. Like a theme song from a
Like-
horror movie.
So like I feel like that would include things like the Jaws theme, the theme from
Right.
Halloween, that kind of stuff.
So I do. I do have a favorite, and my favorite is the original 1979 Suspiria theme song by the band Goblin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm also a big fan of like piano. So I really like the in the beginning, and then not transfers. It goes into like the la 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 la, and it's really creepy. And then just like which, and I really like those sound effects. I think that's really good. And other ones that I really love, like honorable mentions. I love the Shining one, the brr, brr,
Oh, for sure.
brr, 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 brr. I love that one. How about you?
So a lot of my favorite horror movies are like Halloween, Friday the 13th, that kind of stuff. And one of the first horror movies I ever watched was Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And
The first one?
The first
original?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I forget what channel runs them around Halloween, but there was a channel that runs a bunch of them throughout Halloween. And
I think TBS does.
that sounds right.
Might be TBS or I think somewhere around there. Because I know what you're talking about because I watched that too. Yeah.
And I remember like 15 when I was 15 or 16, I remember like turning the TV on and seeing those movies. And the first time I heard the Halloween theme, like it changed my life. Like I love that theme so much.
It's classic.
Yeah.
And scary.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I love like Halloween did what Jaws did, where like you hear like the theme whenever the villain is coming around, and I love that. I also love what Jaws did when you use the theme to instead of the actual villain, because Bruce the shark was a fucking dick apparently behind the scenes.
The fucking thing was always breaking down.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun fact about the theme song of Jaws is that who is it? Steven Spielberg made Jaws.
Yes.
Okay, so Steven Spielberg, whoever made the theme song, he went to the guy and was just like, "I want you to make a theme song for Jaws." So he comes back and he goes, "I got it. Ready, Steven? Boom, 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 boom." And Steven Spielberg was like, "What the fuck is that?" And he like didn't
Yeah.
like it, and it
Yeah.
ended up sticking, and it's absolutely iconic. Corn says John Carpenter's late 70s and 80s. I speak. Yeah, John Carpenter is fantastic
Yeah,
director. Um,
absolutely.
Another theme song that's I find to be really, really like it gets deep into you. It's not that.
Bless
It's
you.
the original. Thank you. It's the original. The Thing. The
Oh, mm,
bum bum
yeah.
bum bum bum. It's like it's coming. It's coming. Like
Yeah.
it's like it really gets to you.
Hmm.
I would say that Halloween 1 is probably one of the best horror movies of all time.
I would say so as well. Um,
Just that sense of dread. It's just so so good.
it's true. And honestly, like I for when they remade uh Halloween, when Rob Zombie did the Halloween movies, I like
Hmm.
those movies. They have their problems, obviously, but but like when I could tell each character was like the character from the original,
Hmm.
but like just all the characters from the original just have like such a good charm to them. Like
Hmm.
who plays Laurie again? What's
Oh,
her name?
Jamie Curtis. Jamie Lee
Jamie Lee
Curtis.
Curtis.
Hmm.
Like she's like the best character in that movie. Like her and Michael's dynamic is just like so good in that movie.
It's also the difference between now, like the 1970s, 1980s movies, let's say, we'll just use Halloween as the example, and the Halloween now is that back then you had this, it's a different time, right? So you had this just natural sense of innocence that you don't have nowadays because we have the internet. We have, we have Grubhub, everything
Yeah.
that we want, we can get
Mhm.
at two, three, four different ways. Back then, it was more simple time, right? And
Mhm.
you don't kind of didn't think about, stalkers or murderers or just you're just kind of living your, best 1970s, 1980s life, which I would have loved to grow up in the 70s.
Mhm.
Um and so that also to me makes it scarier, makes the movie scarier because of just the naivety and the innocence of these friends who just having a sleepover, who just were I'm gonna sneak in my boyfriend. Like it's just very very innocent. Nowadays everything is like, let's start off with sex, let's
Yeah.
start it's not the same, it's not the same vibe.
Mhm.
And Corn asked if I was talking about the original The Thing or the remake of The Thing. I always forget that there's The Thing from Outer Space,
Mhm.
and then there's The Thing. So I'm talking about John Carpenter's The Thing with Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That
Yeah.
that boom boom that soundtrack is incredible. Um, love the first Rob Zombie Halloween. The second one I stopped watching at 30 minutes. So the first Rob Zombie Halloween I liked.
Mhm.
I didn't have a problem with that. I liked it, but I also go into these things with a kind of open mind that
Mhm.
I don't think of it as a remake. I think of it as a reimagining. So like Evil Dead is my shit, right? I absolutely love Evil Dead. I went into the remake being like it's a reimagining. It's not the same thing. It's not a remake. It's not Bruce Campbell playing Ash. It's a whole new kind of genre, not genre, but a whole new way of thinking because the first movie is, from like 1984, something around there.
Sounds
And
about right.
then
Yeah.
the remake is 2016, around there,
13, I think. I
2013.
think so.
So you have this modern day reimagining where it's not just friends, innocent friends going to a cabin, drinking, smoking, just having a cute time like in the original. The new one is, what is the modern day thing? It's,
Yeah.
we're going to detox Mia off of drugs and accidentally read from the book. So that's a good comparison to what I mean, like with Halloween. Like the first one's so innocent, and that's why it's scary that this guy, this entity, the shape, right, would come in and just stalk these people kill them mercilessly, one by one, stalking them one by one. And that's why I had a problem with Halloween Kills,
Mm-hmm.
because it was not a stalking thing anymore. He was just murdering, he was a murder hobo,
Mm-hmm.
and just everybody. So that it took away from that. That movie took away from that like scary element. But Halloween, great soundtrack,
Mm-hmm.
great theme, fantastic film.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the best. It was originally called, it was like Sleepover something. Like that was the original title.
Something
It was
like
like
that, yeah.
something like that. Yeah, like Babysitter Sleepover or something.
Something like that, yeah, yeah.
I'm so
Like,
glad it wasn't called that.
honestly, same.
Imagine being like, oh my god, the best horror movie ever. Babysitter Sleepover.
Exactly. Um, I'm kind of glad for how much I love Halloween. I've only ever seen 3 of the films. I've only seen the
Okay.
first 2 in 2018.
Okay, so here's my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the first 2. The
Mm-hmm.
second movie, in my opinion, is dog water. It's just shit.
It's
I
not the
absolutely.
same, in my
I.
opinion. Like I
It
like
was
I know
so
it's
bad.
not, but
Watch Halloween 3: Season of the Witch,
yeah, I've heard
because
that one's good.
Halloween wasn't supposed to be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween was supposed to be an
An
anthology.
anthology, yeah.
So Halloween 3 is the what John Carpenter wanted, is the anthology. It has Tom Atkins in it, right? Chill.
Yes.
Tom Atkins. Also, welcome in Gamma Gamma.
Hi, Gamma, love you.
Love you, love you. Um, Corn loved Halloween too. Corn, you and I like opposite movies too. That's why I love you, because we like opposite movies. The movies that you love, I don't like, and I love that.
I love
I
that.
love that. Um, Halloween 3 is great. Yeah, exactly. Tom Atkins. It's really fun. But it doesn't have Michael Myers in it, so people are like, it's just not a Halloween movie. But it's what the director wanted, and you have to go into it with not
That in
thinking like, oh,
mind.
I can't wait to see Michael Myers. No,
Yeah.
just so that one, watch that one, and don't watch the rest.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, I know.
I enjoyed 2018. I thought it was a good movie. Um
The one directed by Danny McBride, right? The first one.
uh
The one right
the
before Halloween Kills.
uh
It's just called Halloween. It's just called Halloween.
yeah.
And then the next one's Halloween
The
Kills.
one where
That first one.
the one where Michael Myers is in the insane asylum, and like the
Yes.
guy, and Laurie goes like insane or whatever in that movie. Yes, it's the one called
That
Halloween.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, hold on, it's been a while.
Um,
That one was so good. The kills
I enjoyed that one.
were the
I
kills were
agree.
top notch. I can like a movie that is really shitty
Yeah.
if the kills are worth it. If anyone, or if you, Max, have seen, and if you haven't, I truly recommend watching them, because I think you'll love them in the way that I do, is the Hatchet franchise.
I want
Hatchet
to
1,
watch
2,
the
and
hot
3.
shit. Yeah.
The hot shit?
The hatchets. Sorry, my headphones make it so I can't hear myself. So if I say
I
weird
wa-
things, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
I want to watch the hot shit.
I hate you.
I love it so
I don't
much.
hate you.
Hatchet 1 has the best kills in it I've ever seen.
Oh really?
Because it's all practical effects. And Kane Hodder plays
that's cool.
plays the bad guy.
That's great.
And then the second one, the female lead got recasted, so the second and third have Danielle Harris in it from the Halloween films that you haven't seen. She plays in them later. And also Candyman, Tony Todd.
Oh nice.
Tony
I love
Todd's
him.
in all of them.
He's my favorite.
I love Tony Todd.
He's one of the best
so
actors.
great.
He's the best part of Final Destination in my opinion.
Oh, 1000% as the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Ugh, so good. I did like the first 3 Final Destinations.
Me too.
I like the death scenes. I thought they were very good. Chill loves the Hatchet series. Corn has not seen them. I 100% suggest seeing them.
You were talking about the Evil Dead remake earlier. One thing I really liked about the remake is that they didn't try to make another Ashley Williams. Like I think if they had done that, I don't think it would have been as good of a movie as it is. Um,
I I agree with you. Like they didn't of like if they tried to make Mia into Ash, or they just like had a guy and they named him Ash. Okay. Oh, I would have hated that.
like just like I don't think like I like all the characters in it. I like that they didn't
Hmm.
try to remake like the hero like that Ash kind
Hmm.
of was.
Hmm.
Um, it's kind of weird watching the remake first and then the original one, because I assume you
I
watched the
imagine.
original one first, then the
Hmm.
original, or then
Of
the
course.
remake.
Hmm.
Because I I only recently watched the first Evil Dead, and I fucking love that movie. That's
Ah,
like one of my top three favorite movies now.
Katie
Uh,
did too. She just recently watched the first Evil Dead as well.
nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
like I
I
knew I
love
was
the
gonna
first Evil
love
Dead.
it. I didn't know I was gonna love it as much as I do though.
What did you love about it? Tell me.
um, honestly, just so like there are a bunch of shots in like the beginning part where the camera's like flying through the like swamp part.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorites.
Hmm. Same.
Um, uh, the just the comedy. That's a good. I love that sound. That sound's my favorite. Um, the comedy at the beginning where they're on the bridge and like Bruce Campbell's like looking out the car. That I love
Hmm.
that part. That part's great.
So handsome, little Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
Oh,
Campbell is like in that movie. Like honestly, Bruce Campbell's like the most handsome man alive in my opinion. Like
oh.
even now, like how old is
Hmm.
Bruce Campbell now? Like
64, I believe.
he looks damn good for his age.
Dude, he is
And he's like
absolutely incredible.
20 in Evil Dead.
I think even I
I think
think
he's 20. He's either 20 or 21 because him and Sam
yeah,
Raimi
he's
were like not far apart in age.
college buddies.
Yeah.
Welcome
Um.
in, Melly.
Hi, Melly. I love you.
I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming in. Sam Raimi's camera work is the freaking best. It's what
Yeah.
made me want to get into the film. And if you do like that camera work, I do suggest playing the Evil Dead game, because if you play as the demon, that's the camera work. Like
Yeah.
literally,
That's my
it's
favorite part of that game.
if
I
I didn't
love
get
that.
motion sickness, I would definitely play as the demon. I
Nice.
played for 20 seconds and I was like, "Ugh!" Like it was,
I mean,
it
it's
was
understandable. It's a lot. Um.
There's a
Uh.
couple of fun facts about the first Evil Dead movie.
Mhm.
So they had to reshoot a lot of Evil Dead, the first one, because everyone was so high. Um,
Yeah, I did
and
hear
like,
about that.
the cabin that is in the original Evil Dead, they kind of just found, and they all just like slept in it and like shot there and stuff because they didn't have any money. And
True.
then when they got a bigger budget for the second film, they actually rebuilt the cabin, I believe in Tennessee. They
Yeah.
rebuilt the cabin.
Mhm.
And it's obviously like a way nicer cabin, and that's
Yeah.
because they had a little bit more money.
Mhm.
But that first movie, what's great about it is the dynamic of the friends,
Yeah.
and that's not what you get in the second film. The second film is just like him and Linda, and then the Nobies come in later. The
Mhm.
first one is just so special
Mhm.
because you have this like group of just again these innocents, the friends. They're going to a cabin to to shack up and have fun or whatever, and they really truly try to make the first one scary. The Linda dance with their head off is really
Mhm.
creepy to me.
Yeah.
I thought, the we're gonna get like the original is like
Yeah.
really, really creepy. I absolutely loved it.
Um. There's very few like horror movie like kills that make me actively like turn away from like a screen.
Mm-hmm.
The pencil to the
Ooh.
ankle like actively made me both turn away from my screen and like actively like have to like control myself not to throw up,
Ah,
because like
God.
anything that happens like to like that part just like it's just the worst. It's also like that scene in Pet Cemetery at the end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. Where I
Spoilers
think
on this
Gage.
1970s movie. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Where Gage like cuts the back of the guy's like like foot or
Yeah.
whatever.
So
I hate that so much.
that's the same scene I was going to mention in the first Hostel when the guy's sitting down, right?
Hmm.
And then the bad guy cuts the guy's Achilles tendons.
Yeah.
Those are the back of the back of the ankle, and then goes and then opens the door and he goes, "Go ahead, walk out." And he tries to walk and he can't because his fucking shit is cut. And I'm like, there are some scenes, dude, in movies. Like what scene in a movie really affected you? Like that you're like, I have to turn away. Like this is the number one I have to turn away. Too funny, I was just talking about Sam Raimi last night, debating who has it worse, Ash, Evil Dead, or Christine, Drag Me to Hell. I would say Christine dragged me to hell because she got dragged to hell at the end and died. At least
Fair.
Ash is the fucking savior of the universe.
um, I think one of the scenes that like actively like makes me like want to like puke because
Mhm.
because the scene is like because the effects in it are really good are
Yeah.
is the beginning scene in Hellraiser where like the guy gets his skin like ripped off,
Daddy Frank is just
or
fucking getting all of it ripped off.
yeah, or the scene where he comes back to life where they melted like a skeleton full of jelly and they like played it in reverse. That scene
Mhm.
makes me want to puke, but I love it so much because of the effects.
Oh, that scene is done so well. That's why I love 80s horror because of that, Max. The
Yeah.
jelly and the practical effects. The
Practical
jelly.
effects.
The
The
jelly
jelly.
and the practical effects.
The practical effects do make horror movies better, in my opinion.
Oh,
Um,
1000%.
That's kind of why I hated. I forget which Final Destination it was, but there's a scene in one of the I think it's the 3D one. It's where they're at the like speedway, like and like
Yeah.
all the kills are like CG. Or like
Uh-huh.
I hate the like the Thing prequel, the 2011 one, because
Oh, I
in
hated
both
it.
those movies they filmed practical stuff. Like
They
they have animated I forget what it is. Is it ADI? The practical effect. I think they made the practical effects in the Thing prequel.
Oh, okay.
But then like they just made then they were just like, no, let's just CGI this shit.
The only good thing about the Thing prequel, in my opinion, is it
The end.
explained. Yes. But then when it ended,
Honestly, when the dog
when
ran
the
off,
credits rolled,
when the dog like ran away from the people,
yes.
like
Yes. That part that yeah. Okay, so two things.
yeah,
So the first is it does explain, and you still need to watch it, Melly. This is not really a spoiler, but it explains in the prequel why like the ship is under the ice.
yeah,
Like it shows you how it got there. And the ending, it ends with the dog, with the monster in him running, right? And then the beginning of the Thing, 1982, is, and this is one of my favorite scenes in all of horror. I'm actually getting goosebumps right now thinking about it because it's such a powerful moment. So we see the dog running to the camp right in Antarctica, and behind him is the Norwegian guy, right? And he's yelling something in Norwegian. And I like to think, and I'm probably overthinking it, Max, but I like to think that John Carpenter, he did the Thing, right? It's John Carpenter?
I don't know that he did the prequel, but he did the first Thing.
I think he did the 1982 as well.
Yeah.
So the dog is running right to the camp with Kurt Russell and everyone, and there's the Norwegian guy behind him yelling, words in Norwegian. And I like to think that the director purposely didn't put any subtitles underneath what he was saying, because in my mind, he's saying like, it's not a dog, it's not a dog, like he's warning them,
Mm.
like this is not, like he's trying to warn them, and then they shoot him because they think that he's crazy, like because
Mm.
he's running towards them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to shoot a dog. It's an innocent dog, so they think that he's kind of like a crazy person, and they shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
So that part, the fact that he's like, da 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 da, in his language, no subtitles, you have no idea. In my head, I've created the narrative that he's trying to warn Kurt Russell and everyone that that's not a dog. He gets shot. Movie starts. I absolutely loved that scene, and I loved that in the prequel, they ended the prequel with the dog escaping
Mm-hmm.
the original camp.
Yeah.
The rest of the thing prequel is shit.
Yeah.
It's absolute shit.
Um.
Chill mentioned Dead Alive, Brain Dead in the chat. One of his favorite disgusting scenes is when they pull the dead dog out of the mother's mouth. If have you seen Dead Alive?
Is that one of the movies we watched in the cantina?
No, we wanted to, but we couldn't find it on any platform. It
Oh.
is, if you like Evil Dead, Dead Alive is absolutely amazing. Like Peter Jackson, who made Lord of the Rings. It's his like first horror movie.
Is that the one where the guy with the chainsaw and it like ends with like that's the movie we watched in the cantina, I think. We watched it
we
like
watched
as a one-off, I think.
we watched another Peter Jackson New Zealand movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you at the end when he's like, it's showtime, and then he goes to the party with the giant fan, like the lawnmower, and he's like, ugh, and kills everybody. That I don't think you've seen it, Max.
I
I'm
probably
gonna
haven't, but there's a movie that's by Peter Jackson where like the ending's in like a house. And
Yes,
there's a guy with a
that
chainsaw.
so we watched because Darbu suggested that one. I forget what
Yeah.
it's called, but it's his Peter Jackson's other horror movie,
Mm.
which that movie was not good. Dead Alive is absolutely amazing.
That might
Yeah,
have been Brain Dead then, because I think that's because the guy in it like lost his brain and he kept like I
so Brain
think.
Dead was the original name of Dead Alive. I know what you're
Oh,
talking about,
okay.
Max. It's
Yeah.
not the same movie though, but
Okay.
it has a similar title. But you're totally
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
totally right. We did watch that one, but this one, I'll have to find the link and send it to you. It's Bad Taste. That's what it was called.
Bad taste. That's what it was.
Bad
Thank you. Thank you,
Taste.
Chill.
Thank you.
Chill. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Yeah, Corn says it ends with the beginning of the movie. Yep. For the
Yeah.
thing, the prequel ends with the beginning of the 1982 movie. And yes, Melly, it's Peter Jackson, and you have to watch it. It's called Dead Alive, but you might be able to find it under Brain Dead sometime. Not Brain Damage. That's a whole other movie. Oh, you just found it? Good. Oh, Dead Alive is on YouTube? Really?
That's cool.
Oh, awesome. If you want to send me that linky poo, if I could send it to Max, that would be awesome. Chill says, unpopular opinion, I didn't hate the Thing prequel. It isn't great at all, but I didn't hate it. I was just happy to have more Thing, kind of like the video game. Not great, but happy to have. That's what I love about you, Chill, is that you find the nice and everything. And I'm an extremist. I'm either this fucking sucks or this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I don't have
Mhm.
any middle. And that's not even horror movies, that's life. I don't have any middle. I'm like, oh, it's okay, but I like this. No, it's either I hate it or I love it. Either one
Mhm.
of the two.
I get that. I completely get that. I
That's why
kind of
he's Chillzilla.
I kind of just like what I like, and if I don't
Yeah,
like something, I just don't like watch it again, you know?
so dramatic. um, was I summoned? I heard brain damage. Trinity said that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like what I like too, and most of the time, it's not what anyone else likes.
Sure.
Like my 1980s horror films. I mean, I asked who did oh, I told one of my mods, Defiled, to watch Frankenhooker because I believe Frankenhooker is one of the best movies out there. It's a girl power movie for sure. It's
We
hilarious, and
stan.
we stand, and I watched it, and he watched it, and on a stream yesterday, he was like, "Allie, I watched Frankenhooker." That was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. And I'm just
Uh,
like, how? How? There's place of boobs. Like, how is this bad? And he's like, listen to what you just said.
mhm. uh, as someone who my favorite horror movie is a black and white movie.
Which
It's
one?
uh, it's called Murders in the Rue Morgue. It's got Bela Lugosi in
Oh,
it.
Bela Lugosi.
It's from
Yep.
1932,
Mhm.
and there's a made-for-TV special made in 1983, I think, that
Mhm.
stars Val Kilmer. That's my second
Ooh,
favorite movie. Val Kilmer is my favorite actor of all time.
Val Kilmer. Who else? What I know his name, but I can't picture his
Top
face.
Gun. He's in Top Gun. He's
Okay.
Iceman in Top Gun. He was one of the Batmans for a while. Um,
One of the Batmans.
he was in Batman Forever, the one with Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face.
I haven't seen that one.
Good, don't watch it. I'm serious. It's god awful. Um,
Done.
there's
Done.
there's only two Batman movies you should see, and they both have Michael Keaton in them. It's
Oh
Batman
yeah.
Returns and the Tim Burton Batman. Those two Batman.
Oh, with the
Those the
penguin?
only one. Yeah, yeah. I
When
I
they're
don't
carrying his
always
corpse at
enjoy
the
that
end, I
movie.
laugh.
I don't always enjoy that movie, but that movie has some good scenes in it.
I
Um,
like the Batman movie. You're gonna hate this. I love, not that I like it. I don't know. I enjoy the Batman movie with fucking Arnold and as
oh,
Mr. Freeze.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
fine.
dumb.
You
I
can.
love
It's a dumb movie.
it.
I do understand why people
It's
like it
terrible.
though. I think it's a little
Yeah, George Clooney.
yeah. I think it has its problems, but that's just
Oh
me
yeah.
personally.
It has a lot of problems. First of all, let's start with Arnold. He's just a problem. Like,
Oh,
what is
he
this character?
yeah, oh my god.
He's like crying and is like fucking iced here. I'm just like, what is this? It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Batman Returns is more of a
It's
comedy to me.
Katie.
It's Katie,
Hi Katie.
Katie. Gotta get down on
Don't
Katie.
say
No,
get down on
no.
Katie, Allie.
I
God damn
erased.
it.
Hold on a second. I gotta. The
Hi
moment's done.
Katie,
Okay.
how's it going? um
Holy rusty metal, Batman. I mean,
Katie,
do
no.
sing.
Katie, no. Katie,
Katie is
stop it.
Katie's ready.
Can I get an exclamation point bonk, Katie, please?
We're sending her to horny jail.
Yes, we're sending Katie to horny jail.
Let's see.
I'm just joking. You don't have to do that.
I'll bonk your baloney, Katie. Katie and I are actually going to be watching the roast of Bruce Campbell tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so the
awesome.
roast of Bruce Campbell is happening. I think it's in California. And it's going for their time. PST is 7:30, but it starts 10:30 our time. And I'm going over her house actually after this to hang out and watch it tonight. So excited!
Nice. You'll
I'm
love to see
so
it.
excited! Oh, Chill bought tickets for that too. Nice. Yes. Yes. So you could actually watch the Roast of Bruce Campbell live on momenthouse.com. The tickets are $20
Aw.
to watch. And I think it's a 2 to 3 hour event. San Francisco. Yeah, Corn could have freaking went in my honor. You should just go in my honor. Corn. just sit, just sit here. I'm like, I'm here. I'm here for Bruce, but I'm really here for Allie.
I would love if Korn just shows up to like just to that with like Bruce Campbell. He's just like, my friend's a big fan of yours.
And Bruce is just like, yeah, well, why isn't she here? Oh, like so sarcastic as Bruce is.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
What, Bruce? What do you have to say about that?
Groovy.
That's what he
Nice.
has. That's what he's
um
got.
yeah, I'm real excited to watch all the other Evil Deads when I get the chance.
So what
Um,
have you missed? What have you
I
not
need
seen?
2 Army of Darkness and Ash versus Evil Dead. I've only
Two
seen
Army of
1 in the remake.
Okay, so the second one is usually like everyone's favorite, Dead by Dawn. It's hilarious. It's super funny. Um, Army of Darkness is the best movie as far as movies in the whole series because it actually like you could tell like it had money. It's Bruce Campbell one-liners the entire time.
Is that the
He's
one
just like he's
where
just
he goes, "Hey, she bitch," and cocks the shotgun?
yeah.
I
Hey,
love
she
that
bitch.
one.
No, that's Evil Dead 2.
Oh,
Army of Darkness
groovy.
has no, that's well, he's got groovy. Let me see if I have do I have
He's got
any
groovy.
he's got
He
Give me some
just
sugar,
is the
baby.
groovy.
yeah, give me some sugar baby.
Oh.
That's from Evil Dead 2.
Hmm.
Evil not Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness has that's what we call pillow talk, baby. Like it's just like
Nice.
a
Hmm.
lot of like, this is my boomstick.
Oh,
That's
yeah, yeah.
Army of
That's
Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, Ash versus Evil Dead is the best out of everything. But
That's the
you
TV
can't.
show, correct?
That's the TV show. There's 3 seasons. I actually just finished my seventh watch through
Nice.
last week. It's so good, but you have to at least watch one of the Evil Dead movies in order to not in order to watch Ash versus Evil Dead. You would if you never saw any of them, you'd go into Ash versus Evil Dead being like, who is this guy? Like,
Yeah.
he's an asshole. Like, you don't understand why Ash is the way he is.
Hmm.
He works in Value Stop instead of S Smart for Ash versus Evil Dead. By the way, just a fun fact: the reason why it's called Value Stop and Ash versus Evil Dead is because they couldn't get the rights to S Smart. Like they I don't know what happened. They couldn't get the rights for it, but like he's an ad. They show clips, like they'll show like clips from Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Army of Darkness in Ash versus Evil Dead. So you really should watch all 3 Evil Dead movies before watching Ash versus Evil Dead. So definitely get on those 2 movies before watching. But
Yeah.
the series is so funny, like so funny.
Hmm.
Even Katie is almost done watching it. She says, honestly, I think you should watch all the movies yet before Ash versus Evil Dead,
Yeah.
except the remake. Obviously, you don't want to miss any of the little jokes or references. I absolutely get that. That is you. And that's the same thing about I keep saying, what is transition? I keep saying
Transition.
transfer. And that's the same thing with the Chucky series.
Mm.
You've seen the Chucky series, right?
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them. Did you see season 2?
Oh
No, no,
no!
no. I mean the Chucky TV
Oh
show.
no, no, no! I've never seen that.
Okay, so with the Chucky TV show, the same thing as the Evil Dead show. You can go into it without seeing any of them. You're not going to appreciate most
Yeah.
of it. I have seen all the Child's Play, all the Chucky movies. I love all of them. Seed of Chucky is a little
It's
weird,
all right.
but it's
It's
all
not
right.
my
It's
favorite movie, but I do enjoy it for what it is.
Seed of Chucky reminds me, and Chill is either going to be mad at me for this or agree with me. Hold on. Sorry, I'm drinking
Bless
cream
you.
soda. Thank you. Uh, Seed of Chucky reminds me of New Nightmare. New Nightmare is the Freddy movie that the characters play themselves. So, like Heather Langenkamp plays Nancy, right? That's the actor who plays Nancy in the original Freddy movies. In New Nightmare, Heather Langenkamp plays Heather Langenkamp. Um,
Oh.
um, Robert Englund plays Robert Englund making a movie.
Yeah.
And Seed of Chucky is meta like that too.
Hmm.
Jennifer Tilly plays Jennifer Tilly, like that kind of thing. So those two, that movie, I mean, New Nightmare is, I think, way better than Seed of Chucky, but Seed of Chucky's supposed to kind of be funny.
Yeah.
Seed of Chucky was also very ahead of its time with like having like a non-binary character, which is kind of cool that you can appreciate more now than before, because when it first came out, you're like, I don't understand this concept. And
Yeah.
now it's, I feel like is more relevant. But in order to fully enjoy the Chucky TV series, you have to watch all the movies because they reference all of the movies, every single movie in the series, and explain things in the series that you didn't see in Child's Play. For example, in Child's Play 1, the very beginning is Charles Lee Ray running from the cops, and then he goes into the toy store, does the Ade Dewey Dembala. Ade Dewey Dembala! I said
It sounds like he's just trying to
I
get it
said
out.
that
The
so
the
New York.
blah at the end really gets you.
He becomes Chucky. But what we didn't know about that is Chucky, when he was running from the cops, somebody else was there with him and took off, and we never know who that person is. Season 1 of Chucky goes back, and Fiona Dora, who is Brad Dourif, who plays Chucky, his daughter, plays Charles Lee Ray in the flashbacks. They do makeup on her,
Oh,
and her
that's
voice
cool.
is just like him. And it is, Max, it is just perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Chill says, I do not agree with this comparison at all. New Nightmare has a great concept that works beginning to end. Seed is like a drug fueled mini mash of ideas, but Seed was ever. No, I'm chill. I'm saying that I like New Nightmare way better than Seed of Chucky. I thought that New Nightmare did a way better job than Seed of Chucky, in my opinion. I liked it when I watched it years later. The Chucky movies, Corn, or Seed of Chucky, particularly. Yeah, because I did think like Seed of Chucky came out, and I'm old. It came out when like I was in like 9th grade when I saw that. It was like something like that, really, really young. So when he's like, oh, I have this character, and it's like a they, that, like, I don't even think pronouns they, them, like, existed back then. I don't
think so.
It didn't. But even in the Chucky series, when, Chucky, just is talking to the main character, Chucky's like, I have a kid, gender neutral. Like it's just, it's cool. It's, so they bring it up, and then season 2 of Chucky is all about Seed of Chucky. So you have to watch Seed of Chucky in order to watch season 2.
I kind of hate that kind of stuff, It might just be me, but like having to watch like, so say you have like 5 movies of say like Star Wars, right? I hate when like Star Wars does shows where you have to watch everything that comes before the show and then watch the show to understand it. I hate when that happens.
So a lot of times I don't fall into this problem because I really only watch horror. I watch some comedy and like action, but like I don't seek it out. So I'm like a purist. So like with Chucky, with Evil Dead, like all those things, I've seen them. So I don't have to be. I'm never like, oh, I have to go back and watch all of this to understand, because I already have. So I haven't come across the situation where I'm like, fuck, I have to watch Star Wars episode 1 through 99 in order to enjoy the Last Jedi, that kind of thing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know Star Wars at all. But I have not come across that problem when it comes to horror. But if someone who just dabbles in horror, like if they're like, oh, I just want to watch Bride of Chucky just for shits and giggles, that's cool. But then if they go and watch the show, and they're not going to understand when he's like, I've got a kid, gender neutral, if he hasn't seen Seed of Chucky. Like, he's not going to understand the whole Toy Store, Ade Dewey Dembala, if he's never seen Child Play 1,
True. Also, Katie, the Star Wars thing was just a metaphor for that. It was just like, people know that there's movies and that there's shows. It's not saying like there's a show that you need to watch the movies for. It was just more like, so we get on the same ground, if that makes sense.
Corn says, I am not old. What's so funny is that Corn says, I'm not old, but the other day I was talking to one of our friends who's 20, and
it was goth, right?
It wasn't goth. This was in another. It might have. Oh, I might have. That might have been. It happened again with goth.
Okay.
But this specific moment was with a friend of mine, and he was saying something, and I was just like, I don't know, I'm old. And he's like, you're not old, and I'm like, I'm 12 years older than you, and he's like, what? Because he's like inviting me to like hang out and do stuff, and I'm like, you do realize I'm an old lady, he's like, let's do this, let's do it, and I'm like, I don't do that. I'm 32, like I don't do that, and he's like, 32. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh. Oh, fucking Katie says Glenda. That's right. Glenda is in this season 2. Same actor too. Chill says, just a reminder to everyone who wants to watch Curse of Chucky. If you watch it on a streaming service, the very, very post-credit scene isn't there. No, the ending is very bleak, but go online and watch the post-credit clip. It's truly the real ending. Really, Curse of Chucky's so good. Curse of Chucky is really, really great. Curse and Cult of Chucky, those are the last two. So Curse comes and then Cult.
Okay.
So it's Bride.
I was going to ask that. So, I feel like you can always see it on my face when I'm about to ask you something.
I see the question. I'm going to answer right now. Yeah. So we've got Child's Play 1, 2. Is there a third one? I haven't
Child's
seen it
Play.
in a while.
There is Child's Play 3. That's the one where they go to the military, I think.
Okay, I haven't seen them. God, it's so long. So Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, and then you have Bride of Chucky, which is one of the fucking greatest movies in the entire world. He's got the when they're about to have like the doll sex.
Yeah.
and Tiffany's just like, do you have a rubber? And Chucky's like, what? Chucky's like, what do you mean? I'm made out of rubber.
Yeah. Is Bride the one where the guy goes, rude fucking doll?
I think so. Okay. Yeah.
I love that scene. That scene's my favorite.
So Bride, and then after that is Seed. After that is Curse. After that's Cult, and then you have the series. But Curse and Cult, like those 4 movies, Bride, Seed, Curse, and Cult, are very prominent in the series. Very, very prominent.
Yeah.
They're just so good. They are so good.
Did you
agreed with Corn? Bless.
Did you see the? I forget. It was like the Child's Play remake, the one with Aubrey Plaza.
All right. Yes, I did. And here's my immediate thoughts. Okay, I didn't hate it. Didn't hate it. I thought, as far as a movie went, just a movie, I thought it was okay. The technology thing, I'm over it. I'm over technology's coming to kill us. So I'm over that. Also, that movie came out right after the Ashley O episode of Black Mirror with Miley Cyrus. And that episode was the same exact plot and everything of the new Child's Play film. I'm not going to lie. I loved it. Corn, I know that if I don't like it, you'll love it. So as far as a movie goes, I thought it was okay. This is what I didn't like about it. There was so much cat torture. There was too much.
Yeah, that's true.
I did not like it. Here's the fun story. So I go to see that in the theater with my husband. The part, not the strangulation. So the first you see Chucky and you see like his hands on the cat like this, right? And then the person comes in and he stops, right? So the cat's fine. And then later on in the movie, I guess at some point off screen, Chucky kills the cat and it's recorded. And you hear the
yeah.
And my husband stands, I'm not exaggerating, stands up in the theater. And he goes, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And I was like, sit down. Because I will not, if he left, I would not leave with him. I am staying in the theater. I am watching this movie. I do not leave during movies. Even Katie knows this. I shit my pants during Green Inferno. Legitimately shit myself in the theater. I did not leave. And I shit myself in the beginning of the movie. I did not leave. I had a snuggie over me, right? So it was fine in case, like, I needed to wrap myself or, whatever. But it was fine. It was only like a little toot. It was a light toot. It was a light shart. Exactly. was a light little short. I like the tech concept. I'm not a like it's just getting overplayed. Like that new movie Megan is like the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
technology's out to get you. I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm over the tech concept. Um, she's sharded right at the beginning. I did because I was like, I had the snuggie over me. I had to fart. I'm like, it's not going to be anything, and I pooted. Excuse me,
Bless
and
you.
I didn't. I bless. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a monster. I really should cover my mouth.
I mean,
I'll, I'll try.
this is
I'll
just
try to be
content
better.
for the
I'll
podcast,
tr-
you know.
I'm sorry. Bruce, I'm sorry. Do you have something to say to me?
How about some hot chocolate, huh?
What? Okay.
Okay.
That's fine, Bruce. That's fine, Bruce.
Burp equals hot chocolate? Question mark.
Question mark.
Um,
But yeah,
I
that
know.
happened, and
I know exactly what you mean. I too am kind of over the whole tech coming to kill you thing. Which is kind of weird because you know the game Poppy Playtime, right?
Poopy. I do.
I've been playing through that. I've been playing through the second chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love that game. That game is so good.
Yeah?
It's like my favorite. It's definitely one of my new favorite games. It's very good indie horror. The thing is, the stuffed animals don't have tech inside them. They're actually living, breathing creatures.
Ooh.
Like they're actually like they got like organs and stuff inside of them. So I think that's actually really cool instead of the like Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic kind of thing where
They're kind of living too, right?
the
Or is it supposed
the animatronics?
No? Yeah, are they just I
Yes.
thought maybe they were evil animatronics?
It's been so long since I've played Five Nights at Freddy's that I don't remember. But
so I think
same kind of
yeah.
concept, except
Mhm.
Poppy Playtime takes place in a toy factory instead of a pizzeria, which in my opinion is the toy factory in the game is one, abandoned, two, like it's a bigger space and so there's more things that can happen. And it's also not only just like a toy factory. They used to have like tours there, so there's like a playground in one part, and in that playground there's 3 different sections, to different games that you play. So there's like a game based on whack-a-mole and involving one of the characters.
Whack-a-hole.
Whack-a-hole. That's dangerously dirty, Allie. There's one where it's like red light, green light, where like there's lights overhead where like if they turn on you stop moving, if they turn off you start moving.
We got some Squid Games over here?
Pretty much. It's actually a lot scarier in my opinion because the thing that chases you is a giant blue centipede dog thing.
Oh boy.
And I've never. There's very few times where I've screamed at a horror game. I've screamed like 15 times in this chapter alone.
Welcome to my life.
If I had the scream counter for every time I played Poppy Playtime, Jesus Christ, there would be some good clips there.
Oh, you should get some clips from your poopy play. Oh, you didn't stream it. Oh,
I didn't stream it. I'm doing it off stream.
Oh, okay.
I played the first one on stream. The first one was alright. I don't like it as much as the second part because it's shorter.
Hi.
It's like I played it in 3 hours, but it was like 30 minutes long. Only because I got stuck at the beginning part.
Have you met me? Have you seen me play games?
I do. I love watching you play games. It's my favorite.
21 hours to beat Resident Evil 8, which is a 9-hour game.
Fair.
On easy. On casual mode.
Dude.
I'm just like, how do I do this? And there was like, push the button. I'm like, okay.
Dude, me and you, like, I'm playing through Resident Evil 2 at the moment, and
How is it?
I love it so far. I just met the main bad guy of the story. His name's like Mr. X or something.
Mr. X.
He's great. I love him.
Imagine it was Mr. Freeze. Or
Dude,
Batman.
dude, if Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up in a Resident Evil game, people would riot. People would end
No.
who is it? Ubisoft, Capcom, the people who made
Whoever
Resident
it is.
Evil. Have you seen any of the Resident Evil movies?
Yes, I have seen. I think I've seen. Well, I saw the first one, the Mila Jovovich with the first one. I like that one with whatever. I think I enjoyed it a little bit, and then the other ones I didn't like.
I had stopped watching the first one like halfway through. I could not get through it.
I like the smush scene.
The smush
with the
scene.
wall.
Oh,
I like
sure.
the smush scene.
Sure.
And I liked the. Oh my god, it's been so long. I think there were dogs.
Capcom. Thank you, Corn.
The
dogs. Yeah, I got
dogs
past
are cool.
that scene, and then I just was like, no.
I like the beginning scene. I think the best, and then everything else was like not as good. The beginning, not the elevator scene was. Yeah, there was an elevator scene.
There's an elevator scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked
the
that
one where the hive floods.
Yeah.
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 I think that's a good scene. I heard Welcome to Raccoon City is a good one.
Which one is that?
That's the most recent Resident Evil movie.
Oh, is anyone in the chat seen Welcome to
Trinity Trinity
yeah.
thinks it's really good.
Trinity thinks it's really good.
Yeah.
The show was shit. The show was really bad.
There's a
the
show?
Resident Evil show on Netflix. Yeah,
Oh.
There's no more seasons. It got
Oh.
canceled after the first one because it's fucking
Good.
awful.
Resident
It's
Evil
so
should be
bad.
a game series only, in my opinion.
Show like the second movie, and
That's
Apocalypse. Okay.
Resident Evil Apocalypse has one of my favorite Power Rangers in it, I believe.
Go Power Rangers! Yeah, that's it, right?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. That's the entire song, pretty much.
I just remembered that and the what is it, Ivan Ooze. Uh-oh.
I hate
We're in trouble.
I hate that movie so much. The first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie it's a thing. It's
Mighty Morphin?
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's what
who's Morphin?
The Power Rangers. That's what they do. they say it's morphin time, and then they morph.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a second. What is that fucking movie that just came out with Jared Leto when he's a vampire?
Oh, Morbius?
And he knows it's Morbin.
He never actually says that in the movie, actually. It's just trailer bait.
I'm like, who's Morphin? You're like,
the Power Rangers? Like, Allie, come on. My goodness, we talked about this. Speaking of Power Rangers, we will be doing Super Sentai Saturday later tonight in the Discord, if anyone wants to join.
Super Senpai?
Sentai.
Sentai. Is that? Can I actually? That rhymes with a word that's
hentai?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. is that's not what's happening? In
No,
the Discord,
God
right?
no.
Okay. I'm just
Sentai is the Japanese word for team, squadron, or just like literally means like super team. So they're a team of superheroes, pretty much.
Oh, Allie, listen. I'm learning
Exclamation
about
point
Morphin.
bonk Allie. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Can we do exclamation point?
I need to get
balls. Does that work?
It does work. I just need to get. Oh, there it is. Do you hear it?
Oh no, I don't.
Oh,
I have the stream muted.
I did bring it back. I originally didn't have it for some reason, but I brought it back the other day because I heard you because the clip played in your channel.
Yes, my raid trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, on the clip. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, in your raid trailer, that's what it was.
Yep. And I think a clip played too as well on someone's stream. Too. I think I saw that clip recently. Probably. Whatever. Yeah.
It's my favorite clip because I clipped it. That's the only reason.
It might be because of me, but I think it's the best clip ever.
I'm not a narcissist, I promise.
Okay, I am. That's fine.
You are? Fair enough.
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say.
I am the most unnarcissistic person. In the
Chill,
world.
you're gonna get me demonetized on Twitch. I'm not gonna do a Super Hentai night on my channel.
Super Sentai Saturdays, and then after Super Hentai Late Night. It's funny, I didn't know what hentai was. And the first time I
you
discovered
sweet
it,
summer child.
so I discovered it in middle school because I love Dragon Ball Z. And I was looking for like Dragon Ball Z pictures, and it was when the internet was first invented.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it said DBZ hentai, and I had no idea what it meant.
Sure.
And I clicked it, and it was, Bulma, riding Vegeta, stuff. And I still didn't get it. I was
You'll
like,
love it.
what is this?
You'll
Why
love
are
to
my
see it.
characters doing this to each other? Ah! Why are you hurting Bulma? Why do you keep repeating it's over 9,000 inches? Why? Why? This is not the show I love. The late 90s. The late 90s. Allie, Bible Black is a wholesome
Don't watch Bible Black. Don't watch it. Trust me.
Oh,
Just
Bible
don't.
Black.
Trust me.
Oh, I thought he was
Trust
saying
me.
like Chill was like, Allie, Bible. You know how the Kardashians are just like, Bible? I didn't do it. I thought you were saying that.
I've never watched anything involving the Kardashians. So
Right up your alley, Allie.
Oh, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
What were you gonna
Words,
say?
hopefully.
We were talking about Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Super Hentai, and
Well, that's it for the
moving on.
podcast, guys. We'll see you later.
Good
We're
job,
getting banned
goodbye,
off Twitch. Just kidding. Just kidding. It has been an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to get up, stretch, hydrate, eat food. I highly recommend that we all just enjoy. If you're having a good time, we appreciate you. Anyway, I love that emote. So one of my favorite emote of yours is this one.
Oh, hey, I'm walking.
Yeah.
It's literally. I think it's my favorite.
I was so mad when Twitch wouldn't have the salt and pepper shaker emote I wanted to have of you.
As soon as you get instant upload, you can add it.
Oh, it's I made it something even better. When you pay 69 bits in my channel, that's the alert that plays.
Come on, someone give 69 bits to Max so I can see me jerking off air.
The alert is not on right now. You can do it. I turned all of my alerts off for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I want the podcast to be an enjoyable experience. So there's no like screaming or weird shit that goes on. I turned my sound alerts off. It's great.
You don't enjoy this?
I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that, Allie? You know.
I came. You know.
I came.
I came. You opened the box. I came. That's a super.
Didn't you clip me like doing my super deep voice saying I came? You or someone clipped it, and I think they really wanted to use it as an alert in their channel.
I'm gonna look now to see if I have a clip of you saying "I came."
I
because
came.
If so, that will end up on my soundboard. I promise you.
I'm on a lot of people's soundboards, believe it or not. You know, for some reason, I say a lot of quotable things when no one's looking, and usually I'm the one that's quoting people. So I allow anyone to quote me in my stream, just because it's fair.
The quotes are so funny.
The quotes are the best.
Your quotes are so good. I love it.
It's because no one expects it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just like, oh, I just said something, and then you're like, I came, Allie 2023.
It's also because I hear a lot of things most people don't. So people, so like one funny thing is Cat Hatters, my Twitch bestie. She
Mhm.
once breathed into the microphone just really heavily, and I was the only one who caught that. Like she was like into the microphone like really heavily, and I was like, "Did you just breathe into the microphone?" And everyone was like, "Max, what the fuck are you talking about?" And one of her mods went back and looked at the clip, and they were just like, "Oh my god, she did." Max, how did you see that? And I was just like, yeah. Cat's the best. I highly recommend Cat.
Cat is adorable. I
Cat's
like
the
watching
greatest.
her Instagram videos of her like, I'm making emotes. This. I
Oh,
think
that's
she's
the alien
adorable.
cat, not Cat Hatters. But
Oh, I
yeah,
like her too.
yeah,
I
she's
like
great
both.
too. Cat Hatters
So many
is
cats.
British. She's British.
Right, and Alien Cat
Does the
is
emotes.
it does the emotes.
She
Right.
she
Okay.
did my sub badges and the panels down in my about me section. So
Hey, it's very nice. Corn is that for me.
nice.
Corn is the person who will clip stuff for me that like, and I'll go back and watch. I watch all my clips like after the streams, and I'll see like 7 clips from Corn, and it's just
Nice.
me saying like just things out of context. Like I'd rather take a dick than have to do this. Like just like random fucking shit. It's my favorite thing in the world. Because
Yeah.
when you're streaming, you don't really like you don't think about. I mean, I don't think about the things I say. I just say what I
Yeah.
say. You don't think it's funny, and then someone clips you, and you're like, "Oh, this was really funny." Like you're watching it later, you're like, "Oh, I'm so glad I have this."
Yeah. That's mainly why I quote people, because some people say the weirdest fucking things on stream.
Mhm.
And it's just like honestly it's great when they're like, "Did I say that?" Like it's my favorite.
Did I do
Did
that?
I do that? Yeah. It's
I'm
the
like,
best.
yes, I did. I did all that.
My favorite is one of my sound alerts, Stovebot, one of my favorite human beings ever.
Mhm.
He has he was playing a game, and there was a glitch in the game where this
Mhm.
character had like a pile of keys on it, or like a
Okay.
ring of keys on his
Mhm.
like belt, and it started to like jiggle. It started doing like this shit, and Stove just goes, "Are your keys jiggling, or are you happy to see me?" And I was just like, "Dude, that's the best."
Are your keys jiggling? Are you happy to see me? I love it.
And he plays that whenever he comes into my stream, and I'm just like, "Oh, don't worry, Stove. I'm happy to see you."
So I think I just learned something right now, Max. Don't judge me.
Okay.
I thought Stovebot was one of your bots on your stream.
Oh.
Like like a stream elements, like your
You and I
bot.
have literally have had a conversation with Stove on the podcast before.
But I thought that he was just a very smart bot.
No, Stovebot is a actual person. He is one of my mods.
Wow.
He is one of my
For-
favorite human beings.
Forgive me, Stovebot, for I have sinned. I
Poor. It's okay. It's okay. The first time he followed me, I was like, "It, sir, like,
Ma'am.
ma'am, this is a Wendy's."
Yeah, this is a Wendy's.
I was like, "You're not a bot, right?" And he was like, "No, I'm absolutely a person." I was like, "Cool." And then I tuned into one of his streams, and Stovebot is one of the most handsome mans I've ever seen. I promise
Is
you.
he?
Oh my god, yes. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
I'm not
What does
gonna.
he look like? Where is he?
He's got the best.
Stovebot, where are
Stove's got the best fucking mustache. I'm gonna stop gushing over my mods before it gets weird, but Jesus Christ, that man is handsome.
Oh my gosh. Best fucking mustache.
Stove's gonna watch this VOD and be like, "I'm gonna unmod myself from this guy."
Chill says, how do you really, oh, now I think you've been, no, now do you really know? Maybe this is a technology coming after you that you both are like over. They're sneaking into your life. I am over it, Chill. I am over tech is trying to get me. I know that, listen, everyone thinks that aliens are going to come down and like erase our planet. It's going to be the androids. It's going to be the AIs.
True.
Like where they're going to start having all AIs working at fast food restaurants, and they're gonna be like, "Can I take your order?" And I'm gonna be like, "Can I get a
Hi,
double quarter
welcome to
pounder with
Chili's.
cheese?" Yeah, welcome to Chili's. And they're gonna be like, "You want a double quarter pounder with cheese?" Bam! And like slap me across the face or something, because tech isn't perfect.
True. It really sucks that like we only really have one chance to make AI like perfect, like not be able to kill us in an instant. And I hate the fact that every day I think about that, and every day I'm just like, we're gonna fuck up the first time, like, and then we're gonna allow it to see the internet for the first for like an hour, and it's gonna know everything.
Literally everything. How to make a bomb, how to just, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. It's like, if you know everything, if your consciousness is a computer, then you are going to know how to be a terrorist, essentially. You know, and that's what's gonna destroy the earth. It's not gonna be. It's like, oh, it's gonna be this like fucking civil war, you know, because you know America's fucking shit right now. It's like it's gonna be aliens. It's gonna be no. It's going to be beep boop bops.
Yeah.
The beep boop bops are coming to beep boop your bop, and then the and then the world ends. But actually, that would be cute. Imagine they're just like, "Hi, I'm here to beep boop your bop," and I'm just like, "Oh, come on in. That's adorable. Come on, you want some pizza?"
I'm very distrusting of people, so it takes a lot for me to actually like trust someone. Let alone a fucking robot. If a robot ever says that shit to me, I'm kicking it across the street and then like ending its life. Uh, like I don't care how cute it is. Like,
I don't think about like, it's funny that you're like, it takes a lot for me to trust somebody. I don't like even think about like that word trust is like so wrapped up in other things for me. So like, for example, when we first met, Max, like immediately I knew that you and I were gonna get along. We had this fun laugh. We have a good sense of humor. We like, you know, horror movies, you know, we like similar music, and just like we bounce off of each other very well. And to me, like, I'm like, oh, he's my friend. I really like him. I hang out with him, da da da. And that to me is wrapped up in trust.
Sure.
So I'll never be like, I trust Max. The overall just friendship that we have, trust is entangled in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like people, like I don't like, if I don't know you, like I definitely like, I don't, not gonna share like, you know, details about my life or something. But like if I was having a bad day and I just needed somebody to talk to and just like to vent, I know that I can come to you and be like, hey, I want to just talk to you about this one thing that's bothering me. Because maybe you have some like insight or whatever. And because you're my friend who I hang out with, and you know, we have podcasts together, we play games together, like that trust is wrapped up in for me.
That makes sense.
I also just went to the Discord chat for the podcast, and the only picture in there is muscly fucking Winnie the Pooh.
That's
and
true.
I'm dead. I'm completely dead right now.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I didn't forget about that movie coming out.
It's coming out next month, right?
The release date. Let's see. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Let's see. Winnie the Pooh.
I think another thing that for me is like I'm always telling you like, hey, if I ever bother you, like let me know. I will do anything in my power to like fix that. That's something I don't give to other people. Like I have to like really like so it's like for me it's like I can like someone without necessarily trusting them. And then like once I like I feel like it takes like a good month and a half for me to like actually like trust and like someone. And once at that point I'm like, hey, like sometimes I'll be like, hey, sometimes I can be a little much. If I'm a little much, my apologies. And I apologize for that kind of stuff a lot, but I don't always do that to people I just meet, you know?
I'm the same way. So I actually like to bring on my full personality when I first meet somebody, because if I don't, I'm kind of like, I don't want to fake who I am, because if we end up like, hanging out again or like having like a real friendship, I don't want you to think that I'm not the genuine person you met. So like, I know that my personality is loud. I'm a New Yorker, right? My personality is loud. I'm, obnoxious a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll talk, a little dirty because I think that like dick jokes are funny. That's what makes me laugh. But I understand, like, if someone's uncomfortable, like, I would absolutely, not do it. Great example, Max, is you meet another friend. We're in a chat together, and they were like, "I want to tell you guys something. It's a bit dirty. Like, do you? I just want permission." And I was like, you. He's like, "I'm gonna tell it," and I'm like, Max. And you were like, I don't really want to hear it. You know what I mean? So I'm never gonna. I'm like, yeah, just tell us right away. I know that that subject is not something that maybe you're comfortable with. So I'm like, listen, I'm fine, whatever, but ask Max.
Yeah.
So, I would never want to make anybody uncomfortable, but I do full out, like, I give you my full personality when I meet you. And then, like, as time goes on, if you're just like, listen, Allison, when you talk about pee-pee, I get really, I just cringe. And I'm like, I will not talk about pee-pee in front of you. Or I will try my hardest. I will make an effort not to say the word pee-pee in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an asshole. I just am who I am. And sometimes I need to be told to, calm your tits a little bit.
Yeah. And honestly, that moment meant a lot to me because I've so as you know, I'm not very comfortable with the like I can fair. Like, just the topic of sex just bothers me a little bit. Not like bothers me in like a bad way, but I'm just like uncomfortable with it. And I've just had situations where I'm just like, I don't know how to bring up that I'm uncomfortable with this. So like, you doing that really meant a lot to me personally, and I'm like, I like this person. I want this person in my life forever.
Well, that goes back to like, I know, like, we've known each other now for at least like 6 months.
At least, yeah.
Like, I know, like, I know your little like isms. Like, I can tell when we're on video together and we're like with a bunch of people, and something comes up that makes you feel uncomfortable. I can tell by your face and your body language that you are. And sometimes we'll make a joke and be like, "Oh, sorry, sorry, Matt," like kind of thing. Like, if someone says like, "Oh, pee-pee," and I'm like, "Sorry." It's like, like, I know you by now. So if someone brings up something along those lines, I know it makes you feel uncomfortable, and I kind of try to, even in a fun way, like, let's not talk about pee-pee, let's talk about poo-poo. Like, like, you know what I mean? Just like,
and I think
change the subject in a fun way.
And I think honestly, you're helping me be a lot more comfortable when talking about that stuff.
You don't have to be.
No, I mean, like, I'm like, just like you talking about that stuff. Just I'm just like, this is more okay, I guess.
Because I make jokes.
Know.
I make jokes. I'm never just like, oh God, I can't wait to F tonight. You know what I mean? I'm not that person. All the things that I say are for comedic effect.
Yeah. And
I love making people laugh. And if that doesn't make you laugh, I know that, and I'm not going to, make jokes about that. But we make jokes about, fucking, I was watching our clips today, like fucking Gingerella made me laugh so goddamn hard. Fucking, oh, look at me as I'm talking, looking in the eye as I talk about my dead dad. Like, that's so funny to me. Like, that's our humor. We don't need to talk about, laying pipe when we could just talk about our dead.
I think I really enjoy I don't know why I started that sentence off with I think. I really enjoy that me and you have kind of a darker sense of humor. I think that really adds a lot to like the jokes that we can, like the jokes that we make on this podcast. And it seems like people really enjoy the jokes that we make most of the time.
Because they're innocent and fun. At the end of the day, like, no, we're not talking shit about anyone. We're just two people, and we're just bouncing off of each other.
Yeah.
Like, I can't make these jokes without any context. I need you. I need somebody to initiate the conversation. We bounce back and forth, and then they just come naturally. That's the best part about jokes, is when they come naturally, not anything forced. And sometimes they don't work. All the time when I'm in Cantina, I'll like, someone will say something and I'll be like, yeah, well, blah, 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 and I like a joke after, and there'll be silence, and I'm like, nope, putting that back in my pocket. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Honestly, like, when I was making those clips of the last podcast, like, I was dying laughing of making those clips. Like, me laugh, like, whenever I listen to myself laugh, I start laughing.
Your laugh makes me laugh. And
my laugh makes everyone laugh. I've sold people on my personality because of my laugh.
No, your laugh is fantastic. That's a great attribute to have.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, so I think like some people would be like, oh, I like your laugh. Like, for me, they're like, oh, I like your laugh. And to me, I'm just like, it's so obnoxious. And it's just like, you know, like, I sort of do whatever. But like, it brings other people happiness, and it makes me happy that they like my laugh, and it makes me more comfortable to laugh. And then you know, when I hear someone who also has a fantastic laugh, it makes me happy, because I know that as soon as I laugh, they're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me laugh, and we're all gonna be on the floor crying in the next 2 minutes. Like, my favorite thing in the world.
I love when me and you will just be hanging out in the bar, and like, you'll say something like last night when you said the Clune and I said George Clooney because of it. When you just started laughing about it, like,
that was so good.
Like,
the Clune.
The Clune was the best. Like,
the Clune, the George the Clune. Oh my
George
god,
Clooney.
I'm never calling George Clooney anything other than the Clune. That is fucking so good. I also love the fact that you liked that movie, because I
what
played
movie?
it for
Sorry, The Clown.
Clune.
Yeah. Oh, Clune.
Oh, the
yeah.
Clown.
I was thinking about Stitches for a second. I was like, I know we talked about Stitches.
We did talk about Stitches. We did talk about the Clown. But I'm not sure if Katie likes it, because I know I did watch it with her and a few other people, and the other people didn't like it at all. I think it's a great movie. Eli Roth is very hit or miss for me, and I like this one a lot. I will never watch. There's some Eli Roth movies that I don't like at all, because it's just gory to be gory, like Green Inferno. It's gory to be gory. Hostel is just torture porn.
Hostel. I've been meaning to watch Hostel.
Good luck. Don't eat.
Yeah.
Don't eat beforehand.
yeah. I don't eat before horror movies anyway.
I thought you were gonna say I don't eat.
I don't. Yeah, I'm a ginger. I don't eat. The fuck.
You steal souls, and that's how you get your nutrition.
True. It's true. I feel like Hostel is very like in the same vein as Saw.
Yes.
And I love the Saw movies.
All of them?
Not all of them, but I love a good bit of. I love like the concept of a Saw movie.
I like the first 3.
The first 3 are usually
don't
my
like
favorite.
2 and 3. But I did like the first 3. The first one I thought was so good.
Yeah.
I loved the twist at the end that he was just, because they're like, oh, he likes to watch his victims, that he's the dead guy in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool. Like, I loved that. He's like, game over. I fucking love that.
Congratulations, you are still alive.
You know, it's so good. So good.
Yeah. I think
Melly says that they're a sinner, very guilty of eating during horror movies. That's a risk, Melly, and I honestly, you're a gangster. I appreciate that.
You know, there's a reason why she has a sword, right? Like, because she eats during horror movies.
Anyone here who has a sword next to their name eats during horror
Oh,
movies.
for sure. It's true.
don't think it's a mod thing. It's not.
It's not.
So on anyone's stream,
It's not like because I trust them with my life. It's a respect thing. It's because I respect them.
Dude, imagine there's a badge next to your name, not like this, like the mod one, but it's just like a hot dog.
It's just like a popcorn with a skull over it.
Eat during horror films.
Yeah.
I do too. I'll eat during some horror, but not Hostel.
Yeah. Like I eat during Murders in the Rue Morgue only because Murders in the Rue Morgue is one of those black and white movies that came out before Psycho, so you don't see the kills on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Stream Elements is a baddie. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like, there very few. As I said before, very few horror movies will make me like gag and all that. But Saw, the specifically the ankle scene from Evil Dead. I'm sure Hostel will make me gag. I only want to watch Hostel because of the Ice Nine Kills album. So.
Which song was about Hostel?
Worst Vacation. From the
yes.
second album. Yeah.
See, I'm thinking that Worst Vacation is about human centipede because like
No.
worst.
No.
Oh my.
Someone.
Speaking of awesome fucking
Hi,
people,
Defiled. Good to see you, friend.
Defiled fucking entrails. There he is. What up, dude?
For people, so before Welcome to Horrorwood came out,
Yes.
there was an article that came out that was where they were thinking they were like predicting what each song was going to be about.
Okay.
What they thought Welcome to Horrorwood was going to be Seven, the movie Seven. I forget who's in that movie.
Kevin Spacey, Brad Pitt.
Is Samuel L.
and
Jackson in that?
Samuel.
Movie? Okay.
I hope it is it Morgan Freeman. I get the two mixed up. Oh no, is it Samuel or Morgan Freeman?
I don't know either.
Oh,
so
no.
we'll figure it out later.
Chat is
Welcome back,
Seven.
Trinity.
Samuel or Morgan Freeman. I'm the worst.
When they
Human
put
Centipede
a picture from Seven up on the website, it was a picture of Samuel L. Jackson. So.
Oh, okay. So it's Samuel. Okay, I haven't seen it in a while, and I get those two men mixed up for no reason at all. I just get it mixed up.
Fair.
I know Sammy L is Snakes on a Plane.
No,
it's Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's the voice actor. He does all the cool like opening to movies and stuff.
Like a Twinkie.
Exactly.
He also narrates March of the Penguins.
What is that? Why does that sound familiar?
It's a movie, just a documentary about penguins. It's really good, actually, if you like penguins. But he narrates it.
Nice.
With his beautiful, sultry voice.
They thought Rash Decision was the Human Centipede one, but Rash Decision is Cabin Fever.
Was Cabin Fever.
It is Cabin
1000%. Yeah.
Another great movie. I watched that movie because of this album. There are a lot of movies.
Have you watched all of them?
No, just the first one.
Okay, good. Stop there.
Stop there.
So
the first movie has my favorite Power Ranger in it.
Who?
Serena Vincent is Lost Galaxy Yellow.
Who does she play? She play one of the main girls?
She's one of the main girls. Is she
the one who shaves her legs, or the one that gets killed in the?
She's the brunette, not the blonde.
Okay, so she's the one who gets the shovel to her face or whatever.
She's.
She gets infected, and they lock her up in the shed.
That's the blonde one.
That's the blonde. Oh,
Serena Vincent's the one that takes care of her. When the girl's in the shed.
Okay, she has that scene where she's like shaving her legs.
Yeah.
And it starts peeling off. I'm like,
yeah. Stabbing in the Dark is a really good one. I love the part in the second chorus where Spencer starts singing Enter Sandman. Not Enter Sandman.
I was like, what?
What's the song? Mr.
Mr.
Sandman. That's the
Sandman,
one.
give
Yeah.
me yes.
I
I
don't know
love
why I
the
was thinking Enter Sandman.
You know, Spencer, when the hands of fate exit light. Hey,
Exactly.
Ducky, welcome in.
Ducky's here?
Oh, can I get that redemption too for a breathe?
Yeah, please. That's for both of us, so. Thank you, Melly. I appreciate it. Not Melly. Oh, that's where you see Ducky. Sorry. Thank you, Ducky. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm blind.
Giggity question mark?
Let's see. Assault and Batteries is a really good one. When that music video came out, I loved that one.
Assault and Batteries is so good. Okay, so I know you and me, and so I have, this is so corny, Max, okay? I have a dream about meeting you IRL.
Okay.
And the dream of meeting you IRL, because I'm like, this could happen. We're a few states away. We're on the East Coast. It'll definitely happen one day. But here's my dream of how it happened. Is that we are at the same Ice Nine Kills concert.
Sure.
Like, we already know. We're like meeting, like, you're going to be there. I'm going to be there. And fucking Funeral Dearrangements comes on.
Oh.
Because Funeral Dearrangements is the fucking best song in the world.
Oh, I agree. Like,
and
it's so good live. When you hear it live, I don't know if you've ever seen them live.
I haven't.
It's Funeral Derangements. That was the first song they played when I saw them in November. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, the room was shook when from everyone like jumping up and down and headbanging. That room was great.
So I dream of having that moment with you where we're just like, fucking singing it. We're like looking at each other. We're just like, oh, shake through the sun. You know what I mean? Like just like yelling. That song has a line in it that makes me get goosebumps. And it is, it's one of the screaming lines. And it's when he's yelling, he goes, treat me, all hail Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the all hail Pet Cemetery line, I have goosebumps right now. Like, it's so good that if anyone has not heard Funeral Dearrangements by Ice Nine Kills.
If you haven't heard this album by Ice Nine Kills, highly recommend.
It is absolutely incredible. I have a poster, Ice Nine Kills poster right in front of my computer.
Nice.
The Ex Mortis. It's Ice Nine Kills, and it says Ex Mortis, and it's like the Evil Dead poster. And it's so cool. But that song. So what was the first? So the first song that came out for that album was "Hip to Be Scared," which is, I cannot wait. It's my next karaoke song. I love "Hip to Be Scared."
Such a good one.
The second one that came out was Salt and Batteries, and then the third was Rainy Day. Rainy Day is mad to me. I'm not that's about Resident Evil. I'm not too big on that song. It's fine. But so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I loved their first Welcome to Horrorwood Part 1. I'm like, this sounds cool. I'm like, Assault and Batteries is awesome. Hip to Be Scared is awesome. Rainy Day is like, eh. The album comes out, and the first song off the album is Welcome to Horrorwood. And it's this ink fills the page. It's like this soft, sultry. And then it's like, anyone would kill for a call. And it's like metal fucking. I'm like, oh, not to like be I'm not trying to be disgusting, but my nipples got hard. Like, that is how, like, I was like, this is awesome. And then they ended the album, so they start off with that fucking banger, right?
Yeah.
And then they end with
Farewell to Flesh. About the Candyman.
That
song's great.
Is so beautifully written. And then they do like the something of the March of the Bees or whatever.
Oh, yeah, March of the Bees,
yeah. Sweet on me.
Flight of the Bumblebees.
Flight of the Bumblebees. What is March of the Bees?
You were thinking of March of the Penguins, probably.
I still have Morgan Freeman on the mind. Cannibal Corpse or nothing. I used to have a friend who listened to Cannibal Corpse. So I have heard some of it. I'm not into that type of music. I like
Yeah.
screaming, but I have to understand what they're saying.
I'm the
I like to
exact
sing
same
along.
way.
I'm totally cool. That's why I really like Ice Nine Kills. That's kind of like, they scream and they sing, and you could tell that they're saying like,
Mm,
like you could tell what they're saying,
yeah.
and I like that because then I can, in the car I can fucking,
Yeah.
sing along with it. There is a full-on metal song, Defiled Entrails, on Welcome to Horrorwood Part 2. It is Take Your Pick. It's
Oh,
about
that
My Bloody
has Corpse
Valentine.
Grinder from Cannibal Corpse in it.
That has Corpse Grinder in it. Yeah. So you
It's
might
such a good. It's one of my favorite songs actually on that album.
So if we can get you to Filed Entrails, if we can get you into Ice Nine Kills, please listen to the song Take Your Pick. If you can
Yeah.
do me that favor, just listen to that song Take Your Pick. Baby
Metal.
Oh, I thought you
Metal's
said
great.
baby metal. I love baby
Oh,
metal.
me too. Baby Metal's
oh
great.
my god, baby
Metal Galaxy is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Dude, like I remember the first time I heard baby metal, it was the last day of college for me actually, and I went to a hookah bar to celebrate with my friends, and they had music videos playing on all of their screens, like the same video, and the video for Megazune
Oh yeah.
played.
Yeah. Mm.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? I like anime, and I really like the dynamic in music of little girl voice with heavy music behind it. If you like that kind of dynamic as well, I would check out the band Birthday Massacre.
Yeah, my friend really likes that band.
They're great in concert. They were so good. But I really like that dynamic. So you're hearing like these like tiny little girl voices, and then there's like hardcore metal music like over it. I'm like, what is this? Megazune is still one of my favorite songs in the entire world.
Yeah.
Defiled says, I feel like that there is singing and metal music out loud. I appreciate the artist, but I always think not heavy enough.
I get it.
The heaviest I think that I've ever listened to music wise, I used to listen to Dimmu Borgir.
Oh, Dimmu Borgir.
Yeah, is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's how you say
like
it.
Dimmu Borgir.
Yeah.
And Children of Bodom.
Children of Bodom was really good.
And I still really like Cradle of Filth.
I've never listened to Cradle of Filth, unfortunately.
I'm going to send you a song to introduce you to Cradle of Filth. Don't listen. I will do it right after the stream. I'm going to send you a song.
All right. I honestly need to up my my metal music listening because I like a genre known as power metal.
Name some bands.
So they're all of the bands that I like are like from 80s to like the early 2000s. My favorite classic power metal band is called Running Wild. Or there's Halloween. Halloween, yep.
I love that name.
It's such a good band. If you ever want a good song, there's a song called I Want Out. It's from their Keeper of the Seven Keys albums.
Mm-hmm.
So Running Wild and Halloween were really big German power metal bands.
Okay.
They really they were the big.
I love German metal.
German metal's the best.
Rammstein's my favorite band.
Oh really? I need to listen to them more too.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Best
live show ever.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, they were big hands in making the power metal movement. And then you get to so that's like European power metal, which is really good. And then which has like a bunch of like keyboards, which it gets keyboards later in its life. But if you want like good straight heavy metal, I highly recommend American power metal with bands like Savatage, Queensryche. Although people say it's a prog metal band, it is technically a power metal band as well.
Okay.
So there's Savatage, Queensryche, Omen, Manila Road. My personal favorite band of all time is a Canadian power metal band called Unleash the Archers.
Yes, you've told me about that one.
They're my favorite band in the entire world. I love them.
Trinity says, Dick Titten. Max will like that song, but not the music video.
Oh yeah.
I think it means big boobs
Oh,
in German, and it's
I'm a
just a
big
bunch
fan
of
of
like.
those.
Oh, okay. The music video is incredible. Like it's like obviously they put a lot of work and money
Oh,
into this.
sure.
I love the video. Rammstein is. I think that you would like Rammstein. So
Hmm.
I gotta send you some like stuff that I like too. Are you interested in any other bands that sing about horror?
Uh, so I know this is a hot topic at the moment, but do you know of the band Iced Earth?
No, I thought you were just about to say kills. I'm like, Max, are you having a stroke?
No, no, no. Iced Earth. I won't get into anything about the band, but they have a album called The Horror Show, and what it is it's very similar to the Silver Scream, but it has songs about like the Wolfman, Frankenstein, like all those like old like Universal monster movies.
Hmm.
The Wolf, I think that's what the actual song called. It's one of my favorite songs about horror movies of all time. Iron Maiden has a song called "Murders in the Rue Morgue." That's one of my
Hmm.
favorite Iron Maiden songs. Um, I know there's a bunch of bands that do like horror inspired music. I just need to listen to more of them. Only really know about Ice Nine Kills and all that.
So there is a band that I absolutely love. Actually, I love them so much that I have their logo tattooed on my leg.
Mm-hmm.
They are called Creature Feature,
Mm.
and
Oh,
they
I know
are.
these guys. I haven't listened to any of their music, but I know of them.
It's just two dudes. It's just two dudes, Curtis and Eric, and they make kind of like spooky music. They have a couple albums out. Their first album is called
Silence. It's called Silence. That's a good.
it's called Silence and Big Eyes. Um, I think it's called The Greatest Show on Earth.
Oh, sure.
And there is a song that when I first heard it, I'm like, this is the greatest, and I'm still gonna stick by this. One of the best songs that I've ever heard, and I'm gonna send this song to you.
Mm.
It is called Buried Alive.
Mm.
And the beginning is the heartbeat from the Edgar Allan Poe like story, like boom, 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 like the heartbeat
Oh,
under the
yeah,
stair, right? And it's Edgar Allan Poe talking over it.
Mhm.
And the whole song is all Edgar Allan Poe quotes. So at
That's
one point
cool.
it goes murders in the Rue Morgue, silence and shadows what I adore. And then it's one of the best written songs. It's all Edgar Allan Poe quotes, and
I'll
it
love
got
it
me
for
into the band.
sure.
The whole album is insane. There's songs about if you ever read the book Something Wicked This Way Comes,
Mm.
The Greatest Show on Earth. That song is about it. There's a song called How to Serve Man,
Mm.
which is the Twilight Zone episode. It's just they're so good. They actually opened up for the Birthday Massacre when I saw them.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's a really good band that sings about horror. And a band that I don't listen to anymore, but I used to a lot that sings about horror is Wednesday 13.
Oh, I know them. Yeah, yeah.
So the singer of Murder Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. So I really liked not their new stuff, but their old stuff. Very good. Very good.
There's a band that I think about a lot called First Jason. It has Ari Lehman, the guy who plays the kid actor in the first Friday the 13th, the kid that comes out of the water.
Yeah.
That actor has a band. It's called First Jason, and it's a really good band. I highly recommend. He plays like the keytar in that band. He's the front man. He's the best.
Whoa, is he the stupid looking Jason? The
Yeah.
one
The one from the
I
first movie.
I met him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so him and that Jason are Ari and CJ Graham, who plays Jason in Jason Lives, had a booth next to each other at
nice.
CT Horror Fest this year. Such a nice dude.
Ari
Very
Lehman.
very eccentric.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
eccentric. He's really
He's got
great.
like long curly hair.
Curly black hair.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's
him.
him. Yep.
Yep.
Trinity says that we can all agree that I'm going to see the greatest band live in June, Tenacious D. Tenacious D puts on one of the best shows in the world. One of my first kind of dates with my husband, we saw Tenacious D. We were front row.
Nice.
And it was when their album Rise of the Phoenix came out. So they were touring for that and they were playing in New York City. We got to see them then. So, Trinity, if you have not seen Tenacious D live, you are in for a treat because they are just. I mean, Jack Black is just the most wholesome.
Jack Black's the best.
I wish I was Jack Black. Like, I
Don't
don't
we
know what I
all?
have to do to be Jack Black. But I would like to be. It's your first time, Trinity. You're going to love it. It's fantastic show.
I recently watched The Pick of Destiny for the first time. I
Did
love
you
that
see
movie.
It's the bad? Let me hear you. Oh my god, Pick of Destiny is so good. My favorite thing to do, Max, in the world is I love the ending song with the devil.
Yeah.
Yes, you are fucked.
That's
Shit.
my favorite
I know
one.
the entire thing. The
Yeah,
entire
it's a
thing.
good
And
one.
I love blasting it in the car, turning it up, and fucking yelling it's he's gonna make your sex slave. You gotta goggle mayonnaise. Oh.
That's my favorite. I also love. I know this is probably some people's least favorite things. One of the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies has Jack Black in it, and I think he's the best part of that movie. It's the
Yes.
second one.
The second one.
The one
yeah,
where they go
yeah.
to the island resort.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's
Yes,
the best part of that
yes!
movie.
Oh my god, Max, yes, absolutely. I totally forgot he was in it. Yep, he was one of the guys. He was like in the middle of the movie. He was at the island resort.
He's the fake Jamaican guy where he smokes
Yes.
a ton of weed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good. I like those. I Know What You Did Last Summer movies. I know the cheesy, like, what is it like? I think it was 2000 or 1999 that came out.
Yeah, it was before the guy who plays Max was in The Big Bang Theory. So whenever it was like a year or two before that show came out.
Okay. Yeah, it was either late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah.
But the first one was good.
I like the first one the most.
Fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. The originals of anything I like pretty much the most of.
The tanning bed scene in the second one was my favorite part. That
Dude.
kill is just so scary to me.
Well, going back to Final Destination, that had a tanning bed scene too, and that was really, really rough. Every time I hear the song "Roller Coaster," oh yeah, I think of that because that's what she's listening to as she's getting fucking burned to death.
Yeah.
Trinity says he always screams at the top of his lungs, "Master Exploder." Master Exploder is one of the best karaoke songs ever. Nice. I did not mean to blow your mind. It's so
great.
fucking good. Dave Grohl was Satan. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was the best.
I love that he plays. I love that the guitar that he plays is the guitar that Dimebag Darrell from Pantera played when he was alive.
When my nephew was a baby, he used to like to play doggies. He used to be like, "Let's play doggies together." Like, "Oh, let's play doggies, Aunt Allie." So I play doggy, and he'd be like, "What's my name?" And I'd be like, "Your name is D B D." And he'd be like, "What's DBD?" And I'm like, "Tell your mom it stands for Dimebag Darrell." So we'd play dogs. And I'd be like, "Da-da-da, my name's Sarah." And then my nephew would be like, "I'm Bag Darrell." It was the funniest thing in the world. I'm such a bad aunt.
No, you're the best aunt. You're getting them used to good music. Like
I taught him Dimebag Darrell, and I also taught him when he was a baby how to do this, the rock on cymbal.
Yeah.
And then I taught him, I was like, do la 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 la, and he'd go from the Offspring, Self-Esteem. He'd go la 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 la. Teach him young.
That's awesome.
But now, Max, that baby is 20 years old, and guess who his favorite bands are?
Who's that?
Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White, like anyone, like on the Trinity of Territory, like Black Veil Bride, like he loves all of that music. And I'm like,
Literally my top 3 bands.
he said Black Veil Brides wasn't that good
Oh, I
on the
love
Trinity of
Black Veil
Territory.
Brides. I love
He
them
likes them too. He
personally.
said their performance wasn't good.
Oh.
You didn't think? He said they just kind of came out. They were like da 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 and left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said that it was. You guys saw He was in the one by like Albany.
Oh.
That's the one that he went to.
Okay.
So I mean, you guys went to different shows.
Yeah.
He was just like Motionless in White was incredible.
Yeah.
And Ice Nine Kills obviously is the fucking best. And I like Black Veil Brides too. He just said like the performance for him was a little bit lackluster. But
Gotcha.
From those 3 bands, I think that's my order too. I like Ice Nine Kills the best. Motionless in White. I really like Motionless in White. And Black Veil Brides. I like In the End, Fallen Angels. I like some of their stuff. I love their look.
Yeah, I liked
you don't
their.
see that anymore.
Yeah, I liked their look during when they had like their hair metal phase.
That's what I mean. Like with when they had when the well, we are that's the Fallen Angels song.
Yeah.
That music video when
Set
they
the world
all
on
looked.
fire.
Yeah,
that album's my favorite Black Veil Brides album. It has Rebel Love Song on it. That's my favorite Black Veil Brides song. Yeah.
But yeah, I love. You don't see that anymore. You don't see like hair metal. You don't see like guys dressing up in like these extravagant haircuts with makeup, and I don't know. I dig it.
Yeah, me too. I think as someone who loves hair metal, like I wanted to be that when I was in high school. I wanted to like curl my hair. I wanted it to be like long and down. I didn't necessarily want to wear like female clothing because that's kind of what they wore. I kind of wanted to wear like what I have on like right now, like black pants, black shirt, like that kind of stuff. I just kind of like the hair the most.
Me too. There was a show on TLC or E or whatever when I was in college, and it was a Daisy of Love. It was like the Rock of Love. It was like that Rock of Love show with who was the guy? Every rose has its thorns.
Oh, Axl Rose.
No.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Bret Michaels.
Bret Michaels. Yes.
Bret Michaels.
I don't know why I was thinking of Axl Rose.
That's not a
Guns N' Roses song, though.
Every Axl Rose has his thorn.
I mean, the thorns on him is Jesus Christ long.
Dude, he is a prick, so
he really is.
It makes
sense.
sense.
He gives gingers a bad name.
Shot through the heart. Axel's to blame. Axel, you give gingers a bad name.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he had the Rock of Love show, and he had the girls come on, and he would, do whatever, try to find love. And one of the girls who made it to the top 2 both seasons, but got canned both the time, got a spin-off show called Daisy of Love. And there were 2, I think they were twins. There were 2 guys, and they were in a band together called Snakes of Eden. And they had the hair thing going on. They look like Black Veil Brides. And after that, I was like, I want that hair. And I cut my hair into like that kind of like emo-y hair metal. And I'm just like, look at me. I'm Snakes of Eden.
That's awesome.
Like my first semester of college. Corin says when you go downstairs to eat and the rest of last night's pizza and find out the niece and nephew ate the last of it. That is the saddest thing that I have.
That's when you commit a bunch of murder. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Also,
I don't recommend.
Also, Corin, this is wait a minute. We have to hold off on some. This is a travesty. Why are you sharing your pizza? Like, I don't understand. You buy a pizza pie for yourself. You eat some of it, and then you save the rest for either later or the next day. What is this sharing?
That's when you get a mini fridge in your room, and then you just put the pizza in it.
A pizza pie is for me.
I
sharing
agree.
pizza. Yeah, sharing pizza is a death sentence. There's no way I would ever share pizza. I mean, like if we're out to get pizza, I would share pizza.
Sure.
But I wouldn't be like, no, I would have shared a slice with you too, Corin, of course. But then I wouldn't. But here, you know that the pizza is mine. So like, let's say that I don't know, like I wouldn't go over to your house, Max, and eat your pizza because I know that it's yours. Right? I'm not like. Wait a minute. What? Do you want pizza? Eat your pizza? Don't eat my pizza.
Just the phrase, Max, I'd never go over to your house and eat your pizza, just killed me.
Max, there's some things I would never do in this life. Number one, go to your house, eat your pizza.
For a second, I thought it was. I thought you were gonna say there's two things I would never do in this life. One, go to your house. Two, eat your pizza.
So much better. Damn it, Max. That's so much better. Two things I would never do. I would never hang out with you IRL. Never. And I would never share pizza with you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
two
sorry.
things that are very untrue. I would share pizza, but I'm going to tell you, and this goes for anybody out there, if you eat my pizza, if I order a pizza, right, and I'm like, here's my pizza. Like, me and my husband, when we order pizza, we order 2 pizza pies.
Sure.
Because we are fat pieces of shit who love pizza. So we order 2 pizza pies. No, it's not true. The reason we order 2 is because he's a vegetarian and sometimes I like bacon on mine.
What? Why are you so aggressive?
Soul just left me. I'm starting
It's
to get
been
slogged
2
out
hours
from
and
laughing
Jesus
so hard.
Christ, here we are laughing our asses off.
It's been 2 hours with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. He's the Lord of Pizza. Jesus Christ, my cheesy Lord and Savior.
That's me. I'm
No,
Jesus Christ.
You're Jesus Christ?
I'm Jesus Christ. Pizza's my favorite food, so.
You're Jesus Christ and Gingerella?
Yeah.
Man, you are
I have
one
multiple
rock.
personality disorder. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
I don't actually. I'm just kidding.
I imagine like at late at night, like the clock strikes 2, and it's like boo, and it's fucking and Max is Gingerella. He's like, "Where's my slipper?" He's running around the house, yelling, "Where's my slipper?" And then when you wake up in the morning, you're yourself. But at night, you walk around the house as Gingerella.
But I
looking
never
for your
remember
slipper.
it, so therefore
It
doesn't happen. It doesn't
exist.
happen to me because because I just I just didn't witness it, therefore it didn't happen.
Cord, I hide behind Chucky to hide my shame. This is my shame pillow. Just like when I say something I can't face. I'm like, Max, don't look at me.
I enjoy that you don't want me to look at you, even though I don't have my glasses on at the moment. So even if I don't have my glasses,
Like, take them off. Take them off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Here, I'll take mine off too. Ready?
I put mine back on.
I'm better. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm here. I can see. I'm like the guy in Scary Movie 1 when he takes off the glasses and his eyes just go. Ugh. That's me.
I've never seen Scary Movie.
Oh, the first one?
I've never seen any of the Scary Movies.
1 through 4 are good. 1 through 4 are good. They're. I think you'd like them because you watch horror movies and you can see the jokes. It's just silly old fun.
Gotcha.
Pillow of shame. Allie went blind. I did. I went blind, cross-eyed, deaf, and dumb at the same time. I'm still dumb.
Oh, that's not true, Allie.
You should, yeah, definitely should watch.
I don't like that your pillow of shame is a ginger. That's kind of offensive, Allie.
This is perfect.
I'm just kidding.
This is why I hold it because I feel like
I'm just kidding.
I feel like you're near me.
You know, it really says a lot that the fact that you think that I'm near you, it just you holding a murderous doll. Like, our friendship is just.
Every you with every move you make. I may be made of plastic, but I'm wide awake. I'll be right by your side until the day you die.
Yeah.
That laugh. Which one, Corn? Mine or Max? Mine or Max? Max is a minor.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather. So funny. Minor Max, he's more than good. He's alright.
I'm just alright. That's fine. Well, that's it for the podcast, everyone. For now and forever. Me and Allie are no longer friends. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think Allie has collapsed onto the floor. Oh my god. Allie, are you okay?
Chucky will have to take my place.
But Chucky's not even as pretty as you are.
Nice of you, Max. That's so nice of you. Oh my god, I'm fucking sweating from laughing.
Oh, I love that feeling. That feeling when like I feel like I'm getting like a 6-pack from laughing.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh my god. That's what
I love when I laugh so hard I have to go to bed afterwards.
I'm the same way, but instead I laugh so hard I have to go take a shower.
I've literally laughed so hard that like all of my energy just like went out of me and I had to go to sleep. I slept for like 12 hours that night from laughing so hard. It was wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing. I've never had like I need to go to sleep. I just like I'm laughing so hard that like especially if I'm sitting down in this leather chair, my swamp ass right now is at an 8 out of 10.
Oh, I get that. Absolutely.
It is so bad. And I'm wearing a tank top, right? Like a crop top, but no bra. So like my under boob sweat is just like that's a 9 out of 10. So right now from laughing. Sorry, chat. Your laugh, Allie, but it sounds like the nerds laugh from the 80s movies. And Matt's laugh is addicting. So Max and I both have these laughs that we just
no.
I think it brings us more together.
It's true. There's one experience in life that few people have ever experienced. It's when I start laughing, you start laughing, and Platinum Rug start laughing at the same time. When we all do that, it's like honestly, if we ever did that in real life, it would be like the greatest experience ever.
I think we'd all explode.
I think the universe would just end. Like
I think that's like how you make like in Dragon Ball Z, how you make a big spirit bomb. Yeah. It's by combining you, me, and Platt's laughs all together. I think I would die. Like, cause Platt's laugh makes me want to like just I don't even know. Like I have an outer body experience.
Yeah. Platt's laugh makes me laugh like a lot.
So good.
And your laugh makes me laugh a lot, so.
Your laugh makes me laugh a ton. You know, Cornhusk Show also has a great laugh. He laughs at your jokes. Like he finds a lot of things funny. So you'll say something and he'll just be
I love making Corn laugh.
Me too.
I made Corn laugh. Like Corn was doing like this shit to the camera. I was like, Corn's my grandma that I only see once a year that touches my face too much. and he just wasn't, and he just kept laughing, and now it's a joke between me and him that I call him Grandma Corn.
Oh, that's so cute. Grandma Corn, touch my face.
Don't say that, Allie. God damn it.
Oh my God, Corn, that's so nice of you. That's my Ruth voice. Sorry.
You sound like you smoked an entire Marlboro factory.
Have you never met Ruth?
No.
Max, have you never? Wait a minute. For seriously, have you never heard me do this voice?
No, I've heard you do the Ruth voice, but like...
Okay. Oh my God, I was gonna say, I'm like Ruth Botticelli, who works at the diner and only smokes Virginia Slims.
Virginia Slims? Is that a cigarette company?
You never heard of Virginia Slims? No. Oh my God. Here's the thing, Max. I've been working at the diner for 80 years, okay? Practically all my life. Me and Bernie have been here for a long time, and the only place that we are able to find Virginia Slims now is at that goddamn Indian reservation. They're the only place that will get me my Virginia Slims. Me and my friend used to do these voices in high school all the time. Ruth Botticelli, and there was another one, I forget, but Ruth was always my favorite.
You sound like, or you may not sound like her, but you remind me of one of the waitresses from, I think it's one of the Friday the 13th movies. It's the one where it's either Friday the 13th or Halloween. It's the one where what is his name? So there's like a diner, and there's like this old lady. What?
The diner that I work in?
Yeah, that's why you reminded me of her.
The diner that I work in, Max, it's called the diner.
Fair. Ruth's Diner. Gotta love it.
Just the
diner.
It's not Ruth. It's just called the diner.
But you're from New York. Everyone has their name, the diner, whatever.
Listen, it was called a lot of things in my 80 years of working here, but now it's just called the diner. It's like that movie, The Land Before Time. There's The Land Before Time 1, The Land Before Time 2. It goes all the way up into The Land Before Time 16. Eventually, it's just going to be called The Land.
Fair.
Littlefoot's going to be Bigfoot. Oh God!
You love
the
to
diner,
see it.
yeah.
I'm gonna think about what I'm talking about off stream. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me if we keep going. I seem to do that a lot. I seem to do a lot of thinking off stream. When I'm on stream, thinking just comes second. Like.
Oh yeah. I just talk. When I'm on stream, I just talk. I don't think at all about what I say. Like,
it's just because I'm trying to keep like everything flowing as normal. So. Yeah.
Flowing as normal. What are we flowing into now?
Scary. She's still being pleasured.
Who's being? Who? I'm still being pleasured?
No, Scary's still being pleasured.
Scary is still being pleasured. It's like Scary is a character.
She's the best character. What do you mean?
She's like, it's like a little misfortune kind of.
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking now. She is the best.
She's the best.
Nor do I. I just talk.
Just
talk.
Yeah.
Just talk. Hey, we just talk here.
We talk here. Yeah.
Wait, we're talking here. We're podcasting here.
Oh my God, there's a video of a guy going, I'm walking here, and some New Yorker just walks up and slaps him.
That's New York. That's 1000% a New York
fair.
Thing. Either slap them or ignore them.
Mm.
Like, it's so funny because, like, even like the down south, like when I visited, everything is so relaxed. Even probably like, and maybe you can agree with this, like Corn is in California, like it's more relaxed there too, I feel like. New
Sorry,
York is
where?
just like an entity.
Like down
Um,
south, it's more relaxed.
yeah, like
Hmm.
like everyone is just like everything moves slower,
Hmm.
right? Like you call like I need to get my thing fixed. They're like, all right, we'll be there within 10 to 12 hours. In New York, if I called and said I need my boiler fixed, and they
Hmm.
said it's going to be 10 to 12 hours, I'd be like, you mean 1 to 2? Like
Yeah.
they like nothing is slow. It's like New York.
Hmm.
It's I want it now, quick and fast, and
Giggity
everything's just
question
so.
mark? Sorry, continue.
I want
What do you say we have some champagne? After all, I'm a man and you're a woman.
Bruce.
Last time I checked.
Okay.
Sometimes Bruce just comes in.
Honestly,
question mark?
fair. I was gonna say that. Honestly, I would not mind if Bruce just popped into the podcast VC. Like that'd be funny.
Dude, that would Bruce just like the actual Bruce.
Yeah, like Bruce Campbell just turns his camera on, like, "Hello, everybody."
My swamp ass would go from an 8 to a 10 out of 10 immediately.
And a 15 out of
Immediately.
10 and onward.
Southern California is rapid as well. Well, New York, it's everything is like I need it now, I need it fast. If you order from Starbucks and you're waiting for a minute, and the people go like, excuse me, do you have an order for Sarah for a flat white? And then the first person's like, it's coming up, and they're just like nothing is lax. So when the situation where someone like punches someone in the face, it's either two extremes. It's either they get punched in the face or slapped in the face or completely ignored.
Yeah.
Because they're like, because the people are like, I'm walking here, like they gotta go to work, they got things to do. It's all for one for me. New York.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what that's like. I come from a small town in Maryland, so like
Yeah.
everything's kind of slow around here.
Is it like Baltimore, Maryland? Is that the same thing?
Baltimore,
that's like a
Maryland's
city,
like
right?
the city, yeah.
The city, okay. I like how people from Baltimore, Maryland say Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore. I like that.
Yeah.
I like different accents.
I don't do that.
No, you do not do that.
I've kind of like I don't have the Maryland accent where we say weird things. I don't know what weird things we say, but I know we say like weird. I know like iron is like a big thing that we say weirdly. We say like iron or something like that.
Iron. Baltimore and iron.
Yeah.
That makes that makes sense.
But
Hi Mew Mew.
oh,
Welcome
it's
in.
Melon. Hello, Melon. I was talking to Melon earlier. Melon's
Well,
wonderful.
it's a cutie patootie. And yeah, Corn, I did work at Starbucks. I worked at Starbucks for 3 years. It's a great job for someone in college because it's very flexible. You only have to work 20 hours in order to get health benefits. And you make tips and free coffee, free tea, pastries and stuff like that. But you are overworked, underpaid, and it's not like for an adult, it's unless you're like a supervisor or whatever, it's not worth it. Definitely.
Yeah.
We're doing good, Melon. We're talking about a lot of shit. A lot of stuff.
We've gone on
Horror
so
movies,
many
gangsters.
tangents. Which is to be expected, so thank you. I appreciate the tangents more than you know.
I love tangents.
Yeah, me too.
They're always good. They're never bad tangents. They're always good tangents.
I feel like I learn a lot more about you when we go on tangents.
Just gonna say the same thing. I feel like this is the way we get to know each other. Is like the tangents. Deviated conversations are elite. Agreed.
I agree. I love honestly. I know we had like a rough topic we were going to talk about today, but honestly, I think the conversations that we've had are just like so much better than the general topic I was going to talk about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we did so
we've been sprinkling it in here and there.
Sprinkling it in because we want to, of course, like what is the theme of Scary for Her Pleasure? It is, we always start off with horror and we end with crocodiles. Like, it always
Yeah.
kind of like full circle of our kind of like personalities, right?
Yeah.
And then in the middle, it just is like, kind of like Hamburger Helper. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of, or Sloppy Joe. We're like sloppy jalopies, We got like a solid, we start off with a solid topic, we end with a solid topic, and then the middle is just like meat
Yeah.
and lots of different meats and yeah,
Everything is a
everything's
soup. I so badly like all the topics that we cover on the podcast. I want to like represent them somehow on the starting soon screen. That's why like on the starting soon screen there's a crocodile that has the drowning pool's body's opening on it. I want just like a sloppy Joe on the
you should put a little sloppy Joe, like all the little references.
Yeah.
Like sloppy Joe, maybe like a empty pizza box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza.
That's great. What was your suggestion?
I was gonna say there are not apps, like widgets that you can put onto your starting screen or your ending screen or Be Right Back that will play clips, like just random clips. You might be able to set up if you have certain clips of us or just clips of us in general. So if, let's say you have like 10 clips of the podcast, you can put that on the starting screen. And so when it starts up, the clips automatically will play like randomized.
I've definitely been thinking about that.
I do that for my Be Right Back screen.
Yeah.
So I just have a little thing that plays like random clips. So it's not just, Be Right Back.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked the idea that we had today where we just kind of like did a conversation at the beginning. So
I liked it too. And I love talking about I think it was really good. You brought up like the different theme songs of horror that you like, because that's something that I think about too a lot. When you're presented a meal and you eat with your eyes first. Well, when you turn on Halloween, when you turn on Suspiria, what's the first thing you hear? Is the theme song.
Yeah.
And that, I feel like, is a, you could tell, you're like, oh, this is a creepy song. This is going to be a creepy movie. It's like the appetizer. The appetizer.
Yeah. As someone who went to college for music, music's a big part of my life. So I've always loved music. When I was 14, I started getting really into music. I started playing guitar, and bass.
Oh, 14?
Yeah.
That's when
like
I
14,
started lessons
15. Too. I never took any lessons. I just kind of started.
Nice.
I just looked up songs I really liked and started playing them.
That's how a lot of people learn with the tabs.
Yeah. I had a shit band when I was 14.
What was it called?
We didn't even have a name. I say we had a band, but our drummer didn't have a drum kit. Our singer was a prick. The bass player was the only good player in the band. And
it was me.
And I had I had just started learning guitar. I knew 3 songs. Me and the bass player got along really well. I haven't talked to her in years though. So me and her would start playing a song. The singer would be like, "No, you're playing it wrong," when I was clearly playing it right, and the drummer would just do this shit on her thighs or whatever. I'm just like, this is not a band. This is a pile of meat.
Therapy. Pile of meat.
That's what it was. It was just 4 humans making weird shit music.
It's like taking raw meat and slapping it at the wall. That's
literally that's what we could have been described as. We weren't even a garage band. We were a basement band.
I love that vibe.
Yeah.
Basement band. That's what the band should be called. Basement band.
Yeah, honest. The basement.
The base. It just is just B.
Yeah.
Eventually, we are B.
But yeah, Yeah. I've been playing music solo since there. I will not play in a band anymore. That was the bad taste of it.
I had a band all throughout high school and my first year of college. So my band, I started taking guitar lessons when I was in 7th grade, and I ended probably like a year or two into college. So I started playing roller derby instead. So I had a band for a while. We used to do the battle of the bands and stuff, and we couldn't think of a name. We like just couldn't think of a name, and we were submitting a tape for a like big battle on Long Island. And we're like, what is our name gonna be? And the other guitarist yelled, Kamikaze Platypus.
That's
And
the
I'm
most
like,
punk sounding name ever. Jesus.
and I'm like, that's it. So I was in a band called Kamikaze Platypus for a while. I was the guitarist.
Perry the Platypus. Perry the Kamikaze.
Perry the Platypus.
Sorry, continue.
I love that.
Perry the Kamikaze Platypus. It's just
Also,
a Perry the
welcome,
Platypus from Phineas and Ferb in like a kamikaze plane and just like fly.
That's me. That was us. Hey, Omega.
Hi,
Welcome
Omega.
in. American Horror Story theme is some good ear candy. It is. I do like their themes. Dumb.
I need to finish American Horror Story.
What you really don't.
Oh my god. You were the first. You were the first person to say that.
You really don't. Do yourself a favor.
Oh my god, that was the greatest.
Go rewatch any movie you've ever seen. Wait, I gotta know now. What have you seen? What season?
I'm like 2 episodes away from finishing season 1.
Oh, so you just started.
I'm rewatching what I first started.
Okay, so you have technically only seen season 1.
Technically, yes.
Okay, so you're okay. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta bring it back down. Okay. Murder House, the first season is really good.
Yeah. I'm really
Second
enjoying it so far.
It's really good. It's the best season out of all of them, in my opinion. Season 1 is the best one. Agreed. The first season is the best. Yep, chat is all saying the first. I am questioning everything about you now, Max. This is what Trini said. The first season's really good. The third season, which is called Coven, is really good.
That's it?
That's it.
I'll keep
Season
that
2, Asylum is season 2, and then after Coven, you have Freak Show. What is it? A Roanoke. They're all just so bad. But the thing is, they start off good. They start off good, and then it ends bad.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying don't watch them. Like, definitely, like, watch them and form your own opinion. Murder House, the first season was great. It was really, really good.
Welcome back,
and all the
Chill.
other seasons have been disappointing, except for Coven. What does Chill think? Chill, what seasons of American Horror Stories do you like, and what seasons do you not like? I'm curious because Chill and I have kind of like opposite opinions on stuff, which I love.
Chill's just like, the first and third one suck. Second and everything else is great.
Chill's like, the first and third one suck. The best one is Roanoke. I'm like, no! No!
Isn't there a season of American Horror Story with a clown in it?
Twisty the clown.
Yeah, which one is that one in?
I think isn't that Freak Show, guys? I think that is Freak Show. Be it
sounds about right.
Twisty is a creepy character for sure, especially when he takes off the bottom half of what's going on. So Chill says, I love season 1, though season 2 was meh. Season 3 was great. Freak Show is awful and garbage, and it took me forever to watch it. Chill, we are the same then on the American Horror Story. I felt the same way. Freak Show was bad. Roanoke, anything after season 4, like season 4 on is the worst. But 1 and 3 are really good.
I'll keep that in mind.
And just saying, you don't have to watch these in order.
Oh,
they
really?
have nothing to do with each other. So
Gotcha.
after you're done with Murder House, if you're like, everyone's been saying the third one is the other best one, you can go ahead and watch the third one, and it has nothing to do with anything else. So that's the kind of good thing about it too.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There's also American Horror Stories.
I've heard that one was good. A lot of my friends are liking it, so.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but also I have to keep in mind for myself that your friends might be like a lot younger than me and enjoy more like teeny bopper stuff than I do. So, to each their own. I like the first episode of American Horror Stories in each season.
Gotcha.
Like because they're all different stories. So I like some of the stories, not all of them.
Gotcha.
Hotel. Hotel is the one with Lady Gaga.
Oh, I did know she was in that show. Gotcha.
Lots of sexy stuff in that one.
Oh, then never mind. I'm not watching it. I'm just kidding.
You might enjoy vampire
I'm really
stuff.
enjoying the first season. That's pretty sexual. So
the first season's really, really, dude. The first season. So that show is on FX, like on a TV thing. And I remember when on a TV thing. What is it called?
TV channel.
TV channel.
The FX channel.
The FX, as the young people say.
I don't know.
So I remember watching the first season of American Horror Story, and like you said, it's like kind of sexual. And there's that part where like Dylan McDermott is just straight up whacking off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I couldn't believe that was on TV. I was like, oh, scandal. Because like you're not used to seeing stuff like that on not edited.
Honestly, that was the scariest part for me, seeing some guy just doing that.
That's
shit.
The scariest part of the whole show.
for me personally, because you know what I'm like, so.
You know me.
Yeah.
I love the actress who plays the older redhead.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of seasons too, like for coming up, and she's also in a show called 6 Feet Under. If you have not seen 6 Feet Under, there's like 5 or 6 seasons about a family who works at a funeral home, and it is one of the best shows in the world.
Nice.
Super, super good. Cable channels. Yeah, I gotta adjust my antennas.
It's prime time, bitch.
Welcome to prime time. Here it is, Jennifer. Your big break in TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
It's my favorite.
Me too. I love it.
Freddy is my favorite for killer who like comedic killer.
Oh, he's so funny.
It's like Freddy, then Chucky for me. Like I love the comedy in Chucky is good, but I like Robert Englund's delivery a little bit more.
I do that to like
it's these headphones. These headphones make me talk weird.
Yeah, the headphones are affecting my tongue.
No, like you have no idea. Like it's hard to think with these headphones on. I'm not kidding.
They give you brain damage.
Like literally, that's why. Like if you notice on my streams, I have this ear off so I can hear everything else around me. Usually I'm wearing like my cheap like $5 headphones, but today I was just like, I wanna enjoy the podcast, so I put my good headphones.
I want to enjoy. I'll take the brain damage. So I could enjoy myself.
I'll make myself look like an idiot for the podcast. Not saying that I don't enjoy the podcast. I'm just saying like I want to enjoy it more.
You want all the noise.
I want like to hear how great Allie sounds.
You are a blessing. Sorry.
You're all good. No, keep laughing, please.
My favorite part of any Freddy movie is in the first movie,
Mm.
and it is the scene. Oh my god, it's been so long, but it's the scene where the house is on fire, and Freddy jumps like out of the house and starts running after Nancy, I
Mhm.
believe, and you can tell that he's in a fire suit
Yeah,
because
yeah.
all of a sudden Freddy's fat as shit.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing in the entire
My
world.
favorite part of that movie is the end where the mom gets dragged in through the door, but it's the like blow up
mirror?
doll. Was it the
Was
mirror?
it the door? I thought it was a mirror.
She was standing outside watching the car. The car gets like
Yes!
the roof, and that's
It
like
becomes Freddy?
yeah.
Yes.
And then
yes.
she gets pulled through the like a slot in the door or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, you know what it was? It was the window in the door. That's what it
The
was.
window.
Because
Okay.
that's why you would think it was a mirror.
Okay. I got. Yep. It was.
Yeah.
Wait. I think in the remake. So in that terrible remake.
The 2009 one? No, that's Friday the 13th. It's 2009.
The remake, the one with where Rorschach played Freddy, he looked like a mouse. At the end of that movie, Nancy's mom gets pulled into the mirror. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, it was a little window of the door. We have a resident expert, Freddy Krueger, in here.
Yes, Chill is Freddy Krueger to me.
It's adorable.
Chill is whenever Chill puts on his like his fucking Freddy Krueger sweater, it makes my heart warm because Chill's like the most kindest person that one of the most kindest people, and just seeing him wear like one of my favorite like horror movie villains like iconic sweater is just the best to me.
Chill is so tender.
He is
a little chicken tender, and I love him. I love him so much.
I have a beanie somewhere that's Freddy Krueger's sweatshirt design. It's got like holes in it. It's like ripped. It's really nice and warm. I have to find it somewhere.
I was a sexy Freddy Krueger for Halloween a few years back.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was that, and Katie was that Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh,
like
gotcha.
Short thing. It's like two dynamics. Just like sexy Freddy Krueger and Calvin and Hobbes. All being compared to a Tendy. I love it. See, Chill is Freddy Krueger. And then I was telling Korn that you know how like you have Max, your community is like the cult of Gustav. I'm like, Korn should be the children of the Corn.
That's awesome. I love that.
Right? I'm like,
that's
is
awesome.
so good. I'm like, that's what I would call it. Like, if my name was
Yeah,
that, how do you
absolutely.
Corn? I'm like, you're the children of the Corn. Isn't that? I love
That's
it so
awesome.
much.
I love that. Yeah. I don't know why we stopped. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was thinking about something. I love like shit like that like when people make like horror movie references in their like other works and stuff. A lot of my favorite streamers are horror streamers. They play like horror games and stuff. So
Speaking of references, horror movies, and other stuff, I need your opinion on something. Even though you may have not seen it, I think that you can kind of maybe give me your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you seen on Netflix? There is a show called The Midnight Club. There's one season of it.
No.
Okay, so it is a show. It is made by the same people who made the show on Netflix, The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Mm-hmm.
So The Midnight Club is about this home for kids or teenagers who are terminally ill, and they form this club that they kind of tell stories to each other at midnight, kind of like a Are You Afraid of the Dark situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is better, in my opinion.
Yeah, kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes so when they tell a story, obviously then it goes and it gets acted out and you can see the story.
Mm-hmm.
There is a scene in the show where one of the characters is working in a grocery store, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The grocery store is called Smart, okay?
Shop smart, shop S-Mart.
And
Okay.
she even has the pin that
Okay.
says S-Mart. Okay.
Mhm.
She's ringing up. Um, the food because she's a cashier. Here's the camera. Okay.
Okay.
She's ringing up the food, and then she rings up a bowl of Campbell's soup, and it
Okay.
goes like this. Like it doesn't zoom in to anything other than the Campbell's. None other than no other food.
Okay.
Just Campbell's.
Yeah.
So I see S-Mart and I'm like, oh, S-Mart, that's fun. And then my husband's watching this with me too. And then I'm like, they do the Campbell thing with the zoom, and I'm like, oh, this is a Bruce Campbell reference. I'm like, this is an Evil Dead. And my husband goes, no. He's like, S-Mart has to be, because S-Mart is like an Evil Dead thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if there's any S-Marts out there. But then he
Literally,
does the.
literally, I live right near an S-Mart.
Oh, there is S-Marts?
Yeah, I have an S-Mart down the street.
Oh, I didn't know. I
from
thought
me.
that was an Evil Dead. I didn't know that was a real
No,
thing.
it's a
Okay,
real
so-
thing.
Okay, so S-Mart. So immediately I was like Evil Dead, and then the Campbell's soup comes up, and I'm like, Campbell's. I'm like, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And my husband's just like, no, this is too far-fetched. Okay, this is the first couple episodes. The last episode, the second to last, they're doing reading another story, and then it gets acted out. And on the wall of the kids' room is an OG Evil Dead poster. I'm like, this has to be
Yeah.
purposeful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
This has to be purposeful. Katie says, see, I agree with you. If there was no S-Mart, I would say you're full of it. Oh, maybe not then.
Funny enough.
I guess. Yeah, I didn't know there was S-Marts.
Funny enough, they do sell Campbell's soup in the S-Mart.
But the camera on the Campbell, it was literally like ringing, Campbell's soup, Evil Dead poster, S-Mart. I'm just like, do you take me as a fucking fool?
Tattoo.
Like, come on. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
I mean, Evil Dead is like one of the
That's fucking
best
odd.
movies to reference, in my opinion. You know.
There's so many one-liners. There's so
Yeah.
much good shit. Katie actually, she texted me the other day. She was watching the 3rd season of Ash versus Evil Dead,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this like really funny part where he addresses someone by the wrong name. And she sent it to me, and she was cracking up. I'm like, it's so funny, because she's watching it for like she's watched it before, but not like I think she missed the last 3 episodes, so she's rewatching it, doing a whole like Evil Dead run.
Mm-hmm.
So she just did Evil Dead 1, 2. I'm not sure if Katie did Army of Darkness yet, but I know she did the remake this week
Mm-hmm.
or last week, and I think she's close to finishing Ash versus Evil Dead, if not have finished it.
Nice.
Gordon says, I never knew that there was an S-Mart. Me too. Okay, good. I'm glad that only one.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an array, just need to send it to Allie. Yeah.
Yeah. I when you said S-Mart, I was like, hey, I know what an S-Mart is. But that's just
Just
because
like,
there's one in my hometown. Give me a second.
In Oh, okay. I had to give me a second. So in what is it? What are those? Jay and Silent Bob. They hang out outside of like the, what is it called? That store. Chat, help me. What's the Jay and Silent Bob store? Oh my God. Quick Mart. Quick Mart? Is it Quick Mart? Is it? Quick Mart? Okay, it is. That is a real store. Like Quickie Mart. I've seen those. I've seen those
My
everywhere.
apologies.
Oh, no
The
worries.
phone was ringing,
Okay.
and I didn't want I didn't want people to hear, you know, it.
Oh, because your ringtone is Barbie girl. I understand.
No, I don't have a ringtone. Why do you bully me like this?
What? One time at work, my friend, her alarm clock went off, and she didn't mean it to, and it was that Avril Lavigne. Hey, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like
such a good
girlfriend.
song. I love that song.
So she was embarrassed. Super was my
Oh,
friend
why?
Jen. She was so embarrassed, and I was like, And she goes, sorry, guys. Oh my God, now you know what I wake up to. And I'm like, that's a fantastic
That's
song.
such a good
I
song.
love that song. Hey, hey, you, yeah, I don't like your girlfriend, you. Yes. There,
I
she,
had such
her.
a
They
mad
need a new
crush on
one.
Avril Lavigne.
Dude, have you seen the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory videos?
No, what?
So I gotta show you this. There is videos out there that's saying that like Avril Lavigne, it's a conspiracy theory, right? So Avril Lavigne, after she put out the album, her first album, Complicated,
Hmm.
she actually like killed herself. And someone named Melissa, who she hired before she killed herself to be her body kind of double for appearances and stuff because she didn't like the fame. Melissa took over Avril Lavigne, but like nobody knows. So this whole video is comparing like what they look like, their height, the voices they're putting like back to back, like Complicated from the first, from first performances to Complicated now. You know what I mean? It's like a bullshit thing.
Hmm.
I'm not really into conspiracy theories, but I like Avril Lavigne. And I was watching it and I'm like, wow, like it's very I don't believe it, but it's very interesting. I was just
Gotcha.
curious if you heard about it.
No. I love that first album. That first album's great.
Oh my
I
God,
only
the first
recently
album is so good.
listened to it again full for the first time. Like, I had only heard like Skater Boy. That's it, pretty much.
I love making up my own words to Complicated.
Oh yeah.
Like when she goes like, I do see what it is. Life's like this, she's like, you fall and you crawl and you break and and I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you fall and you drool and you stumble and you.
I love
forget
that.
the
That's
words. I
great.
make up the words.
I love making up words to songs.
Oh, me
It's the
too.
best.
I like my version's better.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
fall and you crawl and you smell and you get back up and you turn it into like.
That's the
Honesty and
best.
promise me you're never gonna see me naked. No, no, no. Like,
What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god.
that's
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 the
my version.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Holy shit.
I hope
I
next
never-
time you listen to Complicated, you think about me.
Oh, I'm going to.
What the fuck? What are you waiting for? Turn around.
I'm never gonna
Walk right
listen
out the
to
door.
I'm never gonna listen to Avril Lavigne the same way because of you.
By the way, since we're talking about Avril Lavigne, and I know Defiled Entrails in the chat is going to make me is gonna make fun of me, but that new song, Bite Me, is a fucking bop.
Is it?
Her song Bite Me.
She's making new music?
Yeah, go listen to the song Bite Me. It's like
will.
it's pretty short. It's like less than 3 minutes, but I listened to that song on a repeat.
Gotcha.
It's such a bop, and she has Travis Barker doing drums now.
Oh, Travis Barker's the best.
Travis Barker's the fucking shit.
I gotta say, the first time I heard Travis Barker, the first time I heard Travis Barker's name, I was like, oh yeah, the guy who did Hellraiser. Boy,
That's funny. I like no, that's good. No, that's really funny. That's really funny. Travis did Hellraiser. I love that. I'm using
and
that.
and then I was like, oh, it's Clive Barker. And I was like,
Clive Barker,
Yeah.
Travis Barker. Travis Barker's his long lost cousin.
it's his
Can you
son.
imagine? It's
Clive-
my son.
Clive Barker's just like, my son.
Clive Barker. He
He opened the box and he
guess what?
came.
I came.
That's wonderful.
Did you transitioning? Did we talk about the new Hellraiser?
I haven't seen the new Hellraiser.
Okay, I think you should.
Do you?
Have you seen any of them?
I've seen the first one.
Okay, good. Second one.
Need to watch the
also
second
is
and third one.
Good. Third one, you can, give or take. But the
Trinity
first
tells
two.
me I should watch at least the first three.
Okay, then definitely do the first three.
I want to watch. I want to do a three movie watch party of Jason X, the Hellraiser in space, and the Leprechaun in space.
You need to have. You're naming my favorite fucking movies. Like, I usually don't like space things, but like, like, like Jason X is one of the
Jason X
best
is.
fucking movies.
I gotta say,
ever.
I love going into. I loved that going into Jason X. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I love that movie. It's my favorite Friday the 13th movie.
It's my second favorite, yeah.
Oh, really?
Sure.
What's your first favorite?
Jason
Takes
Williams.
Manhattan. Oh,
No,
that's right.
Jason Takes Manhattan's a piece of shit.
I
No,
know.
Jason
I know.
Williams.
I was gonna say that. I was just making a New York reference.
Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan. Hey, he go.
Jason on a boat.
Jason on a. He's on a boat eating pizza the whole time, not sharing.
He's hanging out with Lonely Island. Like, he's not even eating. He's not even eating. He's not even eating New York pizza. He's eating Chicago pizza. Dude, fuck Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza is a drink, not a pizza. All right, I will not stand by Chicago pizza.
It's like deep dish, right?
Chicago pizza's deep dish. It is a drink, not a pizza.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread for me, Captain. No, I'm not really. That's And when you got more bread, you got more sauce, and I'm not into sauce. Well, I like white sauce on pizza. So good. Like garlic parmesan is good, or Alfredo sauce
that
on
kind of
pizza
white
is really
sauce,
good.
right.
Corn says I won't comment on the new Hellraiser. Yeah, so Corn, I guess Corn, you didn't like it. That makes sense because I really liked it. I didn't like the characters. The characters were shitty, like unlikable. But the fucking Cenobites, dude, so good. So good.
I'm one of those people who will at least give a movie at least one viewing to see if I like it, and that's why I really want to watch all the Hellraiser movies, because I hear after 3 it gets but I at least wanna watch all the Hellraiser movies, so I like know that, like, so at least I know, like, oh yeah, I may like this one particularly, but you know.
Cenobites not as good as Cinnabons. I couldn't agree with that. Actually, what's really funny, Defiled and Max in chat, is that I used to have a podcast. It's still, the episodes are still up on all the major platforms if you want to check it out. It's called Dead Sexy. So I used to have a podcast where I just talked about horror movies with my friends, and we did a whole thing on Hellraiser. And we titled it "Cenobites Sound Delicious."
Nice. That's awesome.
But you should. I'm a purist too. I like watching all the movies, even though they might suck. Like the first Leprechaun is great.
Yeah.
But, like,
oh yeah. The first Leprechaun slams.
It slaps so hard.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Jennifer
And
Aniston. Yeah.
Yep. It's just so good. But like, if you see, there's like a new Leprechaun movie that came out like 10, maybe a little less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with
the
that
one,
Leprechaun, but I thought it did.
The one that's produced by like the WWE. That's Leprechaun.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That movie. Ugh.
The only good movie that was ever produced by WWE, and I will scream this until the mountain is fucking. Until the mountain is fucking.
Until the fucking mountain. Fucking mountain? That's not what I meant to say. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the mountain is fucking.
The mountain's fucking. Turn your head. I was gonna say turn your ears.
I wanna put that on the starting soon screen now. Just 2 mountains with a sensor bar.
Yes! Dude, we have to write down all these things and then just slowly add them to the starting screen.
Yeah.
I did not like Oculus at all.
What is Oculus?
It's a movie, brother and sister, and they're in a house, and there's a mirror, and the mirror is evil.
Gotcha.
But I wasn't a fan of Oculus. I'm willing to give it another try, but the movie that I'm talking about is with Kane, and it is See No Evil. I really, really like See No Evil.
Gotcha.
I freaking love Oculus. Mike Flanagan is a god. What else does Mike Flanagan do? I forget.
I know that name.
And I'm like, I cannot think. I'm really bad with directors.
Yeah.
Like real, I know like the major ones, like John
Yeah.
Carpenter, uh,
John Carpenter's the only major one. No, I absolutely like James Wan. James Wan's a big director. I know me and you.
Silence.
I know
Clive
me and you have.
Barker, Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi's a good one. I know me and you have differing opinions on James Wan. I guess not differing opinions, but on his movies, I guess.
Defiled said The Sadness. So have you seen The Sadness, Max?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't like it, but I've seen it.
How did you... I'm so shocked.
Okay. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
It's a good movie. It's shot well, kills are done great. The content of it is just not for me personally.
It has a scene in it.
Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about.
And it makes me want to not exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like that I told Katie, because Katie hasn't seen it, and I was just like, I'll watch it with you. But when that scene comes on, I might close my eyes and my ears. And I don't know if you would agree with me, but I feel like you think it's bad, Max.
I don't think it's a
woman,
bad movie though.
No, that scene.
Yeah.
That specific scene. Oh, I thought the movie was really good. I thought it was Shockwell.
I thought it was
really
good. Yeah.
Really good movie. But like as a woman, it hurts me to watch that.
Yeah. I believe it.
It really, really does. It's like the scene in Terrifier 1.
Which I still need to see.
There's also a scene that's comparable to the scene in The Sadness.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me hurt as a woman.
Yeah.
It really... Terrifier 2 was good, but so long. Terrifier 2 was really long, and it had a lot of just... I feel like Terrifier 2 was a setup for Terrifier 3. Chill says Midnight Mass, The Haunting of Hill House, Dr. Sleep, Hush, Ouija, Origins of Evil, etc. Midnight Mass I did not like. I thought it was boring. I didn't like the story. Haunting of Hill House was great. Dr. Sleep was amazing. Ouija, Origins of Evil I liked way more than I ever thought I was going to. That was a good movie. I really liked Ouija, Origins of Evil a lot. He watched in the cantina with us. Oh, you watched in the cantina.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I came in. I already watched it the day before, and then I came in when you guys were watching it.
Yeah.
And it was on that scene, and I was like, bye, guys.
I remember that.
Later.
I remember that.
Lots of filler in Terrifier 2. Yeah, that's why I feel like it was more of like a setup for Terrifier 3. Terrifier 2 was very character-driven. They introduced a new character, which was really... I like the new character. I didn't understand the ending of Terrifier 2. And when you watch Terrifier 1 and 2, Max, I would love to talk about it with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of... I think that you would just... It's just shock.
Yeah.
You know? It's complete shock.
I think
Dr.
that's what
Sleep
it was.
terrific.
I think that's what it was with The Sadness. It was just shocking to me.
Midnight Math is nothing short of brilliant. It was so boring. And like they didn't I watched it once when it came out, so I don't remember like the specifics of it. But I just what were they, like vampires or something or whatever? I wasn't into it. Like The Haunting of Hill House. That show, I agree, I would say was nothing short of brilliant. It was scary. The ending made me cry. I watched it twice. Both times made me cry. I loved it. Allie, I love you so much, and I love you and your wrong opinions on Midnight Mass. They're not wrong opinions. They're just opinions.
Opinions can't be wrong.
Opinions can't be wrong. I like what I like, and you like what you like, which is totally cool. And that's why I like talking to you, Jill. Yeah. Because we like opposite movies.
I want people to know that this is a safe space for whatever opinions they have for anything, as long as it doesn't get too, as long as like no one's getting hurt, like.
Oh, don't tell me that I'm wrong. Like, if I'm like,
yes, that's what I mean. That's
you know what I mean. Like, don't be like you're wrong. I'm like, there's no wrong or right.
Yeah.
It's just what you like. I hate Star Wars. I will scream it in the mountaintops and while they're fucking. I do not like Star Wars.
Hey,
but
Allie. I'll tell you a secret. I
Am I
hate
wrong?
it too.
Okay, I was gonna say you're wrong.
No, I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Mhm.
Well, that's it for the podcast, guys. We
That's
hate
the-
Star Wars.
But I see why people like it. I understand
Yes,
the hype.
I absolutely appreciate
Totally
the
get
people
it.
who like it.
It is not for me.
Yeah.
It is not for me. Defile City watched a movie called Speak No Evil, and it made him feel horrible. It was slow burn, but the ending is rough. I wonder if I saw it. I saw See No Evil, but not Speak No Evil. Sorry, I'm just being sorry. This is a safe space. Sorry for the numb amp. No, you're good. We're just
No,
making
you're all
jokes.
good. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all-
I
Oh,
just
all
want to
good.
make something clear that, like, yeah, safe space. All opinions are, opinions.
Mhm. We just like giving Allie a hard time. It's
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I love being poked at and teased because I like giving it back. I can dish it and take it.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about you, because you will sass me sometimes, like when I'm streaming, and then I'll sass you back, and you're just like, cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like I you know when someone's being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like no one here, none of my friends in both of our streamer communities have ever
Yeah.
been assholes to me. And if they were, they're no longer a part of my life.
True. I think another thing to take in consideration is that that me and you are actually like talking to each other. We can hear in our tone of voice that like we're being sarcastic. Sometimes in chat, it's weird when you don't know the intention, when it's like like just reading something, you don't know the intention of it. So sometimes
That's like
yeah.
That's like anything too. Like if you text me and you say something and I'm like, this is weird. Like you don't get the emotion behind it. You don't understand. It can be very misconstrued. That's why I truly believe don't have any arguments in writing. Don't, and a lot of times people, they hide behind keyboards. They're keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
They don't want to face shit. And that's why we have a lot of like internet bullying. But if I have an issue, I'm just like, let's just talk about it, because I'm not a confrontational person. And I know that as soon as if I call you up, Max, and I'm like, hey, Max, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? I didn't mean to. And you're like, no, what do you mean? I didn't mean like that. I'm like, oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure everything is fine. You just need to talk it out. Just talk for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's fine. Let's just move on. Let's get a drink. Let's have some pizza.
Yeah.
Let's fucking start over again.
Yeah.
Star Wars has lost their luster. Yeah, I feel like no one in this community has bad intentions. Hell no, it's all love.
I don't hate Star Wars. I'm just personally not a fan of it. I like some Star Wars things. Like the first 3 movies being 4, 5, and 6. I like those movies. The Mandalorian I thought was really good.
Everyone likes The Mandalorian. They said it's very good.
Yeah. It's just a well-made show, and honestly, like Mandalore is like my favorite concept in the Star Wars canon.
That's good that you could find something to love about it, even though it's like not your thing. That's cool.
Yeah, that's how I feel about music. Like I don't hate every genre. Like I like at least one song from every genre. Like I like country music. I like Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is country music.
Johnny Cash is great.
He's like the best that there is in country music. I hate that new like pop rock kind of country. Like Johnny Cash has like an edge to him. Whereas like newer country is like getting in the back of your pickup truck and fucking till the morning comes. And
Giggity? Question mark?
No, that's a very giggity giggity thing.
But you're right. All the country music now is just like, I'm sitting in the back of my pickup truck with my beers and my girl.
That's
We're
pretty
gonna
much
go
it.
to the hidey ho or whatever the fuck. What is the dance they do? Not the hidey ho. What's the country
the
dance?
hoedown?
The ho? Is it a hoedown?
Is it?
Yeah.
I think so.
No.
The Heidi ho? Oh no. Yeah. But like Johnny Cash has that song about where he's like stealing car parts from a car factory. It's called One Piece at a Time. It's such a good song. Like,
And it's not like country, like hickey. It's
Yeah.
not hickey. That's
it's not
the
like
thing.
podunk, middle of nowhere, like backwards America kind of
Yeah.
country, you know?
And I'll say this: I don't like people who are like backwards hicks. Like if you like, I'm not like that type of like. I like everybody, but I don't like them.
Sure.
Like if you're just like
Yeah.
and like you go, oh, fuck my cousin. Like I don't like those people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love hate abortions. You can fuck yourself right in the ass.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. But the thing with Johnny Cash too is like it doesn't sound like that. Like that fiery ring of fire. Like that. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like country. It has it like you said perfectly. It has an edge.
Yeah.
And that's what country nowadays is just like, you know, I'm in my Dodge in my truck and I've got some beers.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, every song is about beers. Allie's new quote, I don't like hillbillies. I don't.
I mean, yeah.
I really,
Honestly,
I really don't.
Like,
Keep
older
your swamp people in the swamp.
True. Honestly, like, older country is just, like, slightly dirtier rock and roll. And, like, classic rock and roll is just the best. Like, Johnny Cash was, like, I don't know that he was necessarily country per se, but he was one of the big people who started that, like, southern, like, edgier rock and roll that got, like, a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
I love music
one of a kind.
history. Music history is, like, my favorite subject to talk about. I could talk about how heavy metal was made. Words. They're disgusting.
It wasn't by just throwing like metal pipes into like the road and saying what sounds they make.
I used to have a joke in high school where people would ask me what I was listening to, and I was literally just, and they knew that I was like the metalhead in high school. I would just say, I'm listening to pots and pans being smacked together.
I like that. I'm just listening to pots and pans. I love that too.
Oh, I have a funny story. So in middle school, I was in some fuck shit class, and I was listening to my music like really loud through my listen, I hated school. It's weird. I was listening to music through my headphones, and like the girl next to me could hear it a little bit, and I like downloaded the music video of this song, and the opening of this music video had an alarm clock in it, and they thought I was just listening to an alarm clock through my headphones, and they're just like, hey Max, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, you okay? You sound like you're just listening to an alarm clock going off. And I'm like, it's just the beginning of this song, I promise. And I listened, and I handed her the other earbud, and like this pop punk song came on, and she's like, oh, okay. Like, that's a lot better than just listening to an alarm clock over and over.
Max, next time somebody says to you something like that, like, hey, like a stupid fucking question like that, like, hey, you listen to an alarm clock, continue the bit. Keep on with the bit. Just be like, do I judge you for what you listen to?
Well, I wasn't, okay, to be fair.
That's my favorite thing in the world. When somebody says something so fucking, like, stupid like that. And then you're just like, oh, I have to go on with it. Do I make fun of what you listen to? Don't whatever.
So I didn't have the like sass that I have now in middle school. So I was like a shy kid. I like didn't have any friends, you know. This girl who's sitting next to me was a popular girl. So I was just like, I can't look like an idiot in front of the popular girl. Boy, did I change that in high school. Oh my god. I don't know if I told you this, but I got in gym class in high school, I got the captain of the volleyball team on one of my volleyball in like gym class. I got her on my team. I spent every gym class pissing her off by doing everything in my power to make sure that we lost the game because she took it too seriously.
I hate that. I hate that
Jesus
so
Christ.
much.
I hated
Be
her.
taken seriously.
Hated her. She's fine now. I don't really care, you know?
I visited my mom a couple weeks ago. Speaking of like keeping up with bits, and she's just like my mom is very like, how should I say this?
Ta-ta there, retard.
She's very just like simple-minded and like doesn't understand things and doesn't care to. So
Sure.
she was telling me how she goes, you know what show I really like, Allison? I really like that show, Two Broke Girls. So I said to her,
Okay.
oh shit, if you really like Two Broke Girls, have you ever seen the show that came before that, what it's based off of? And she's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, Two Girls, One Cup. And she goes, oh, have I seen that? And I'm like, I mean, you should if you haven't seen. She goes, oh, Two Girls, One Cup. I think I've seen that. And I just went on with it. I just went on with the bit because I'm like, this is too good. Like, I just love fucking with people like that.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing to do. I would love to be a stand-up comedian. Like
You already are. What do you mean?
I have.
You're the funniest person I know. One of them, at least.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm bad at writing jokes, but I have so many concepts in my head. But I love making people laugh. But I love keeping with bits. Like I love like fucking with people. But it's in a wholesome way. It's never in like an offensive way. It's just like I just like keeping up bits. Fucking Defiled says, leave swamp people in the swamp. Dude, I just dropped my popsicle. I have it in my head and my knees laughing. I'm so great. It's so great.
Joke's on you, Allie. I'm a swamp person. My whole aesthetic is a swamp, so...
I am the swamp.
Like, literally, my one of my scenes is a swamp with a crocodile head in it. It's great.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
I'm not the swamp people that Allie's talking about, though.
Well, since we're on the subject of crocodiles, because it is almost that time to go.
Yeah.
I would like to say to you that I know that you have said that you have watched X. Now you must watch Pearl. Defiled Entrails in the chat. Pearl is his favorite movie.
Oh, really? It's a movie?
Yeah. So okay. Pearl is about the old lady in X. So about her growing up. It's Defiled's favorite movie. And you know the alligator or the crocodile, excuse me, that you see in X.
Yeah.
You see, like, you get backstory on him.
Oh, really?
In Pearl. Yeah.
That's great.
So it's definitely a reason to watch it. Chill says Pearl is so good. The acting is phenomenal. The acting is makes the movie. It's not a horror, but it makes the movie.
Something I really liked about X, what is her name? So there's Pearl. Yeah. Pearl is played by the same actress who plays one of the other girls. And I like that they're meeting in that scene when they like see each other through the windows. Like Pearl's window is closed and the younger character's window is open. Because the metaphor for like Pearl being like closed off,
the windows, and also like the closed off in general from the world, but also closed off in like her sexuality. Yeah, because that was the whole thing about like Pearl is that like this the old lady's like wanting you think that like she's like kind of like craving that like physical love, and she's seeing all these people fucking in the barn.
Yeah,
she's just like, let me in on that.
Yeah. She wants them to open her pearly gates.
Diggity? That is great. Wait a minute. Bruce Campbell, do you have anything to say about what Max just said to you? What do you got to say?
Hail to the king, baby.
That's fucking right. That's fucking
I think that's
right.
the most sexual joke I'll ever make ever.
And you heard it here live, everybody.
It's documented. Like, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been I've been like so excited for this, you have no idea.
Me too. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah,
we definitely we should make the next one, since we're gonna do it like once a month towards the end of February, so we have time to watch Blood and Honey.
That's true.
We could talk about it, which comes out
Chilled
15th
Corn.
of February.
You have to watch Blood and Honey too, because we're bringing you guys with us.
Maybe we could have a Discord night and we could all watch it together.
Oh yes, that's true. We should do that.
We should 100%. My birthday is February 25th.
We're doing the podcast February 25th. Therefore, we can celebrate Corn's birthday.
Chill's birthday.
Chill's birthday. Sorry.
Oh, we can do it on the 25th.
Oh, really?
If you'd
Hell
like
yeah.
to. Yeah, it's on a Saturday.
Sweet.
Let's plan it out. And after next
Yes.
time. But I had a lot of fun. We again started with horror, ended with Crocs.
Yeah, and talked
That is
about
the theme.
so many wonderful things.
We need mountains fucking on the horizon. Like
and sloppy joes.
And sloppy joes. Yeah.
No, you know what would be the best? It's two mountains. They're doing it. And the sensor bar's a sloppy Joe just between them.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy. I love it. Thanks for the awesome podcast. Such a fun time.
Thank you
guys
for
all
being here.
Blood and Honey is gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm so ready.
Definitely talk about it our next round.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on a few topics I want to talk about on the podcast. So.
Sure. Yeah. Let's fucking do it. That was dope. Thanks for the stream, Max. We'll definitely be back next time. Yes.
Awesome.
Max
it's great to
Max
see you,
is great,
Defiled.
I mean, if you're already here, you know how great Max is.
Yeah. I mean, I've had 3 hours to sell you on my personality, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I want to see Cocaine Bear so badly.
Me too. Me too. Cocaine Bear, the Randstad or whatever movie with Nick Cage coming out, Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, I need to watch Evil Dead Rise as well.
I will be there opening night.
Yeah, I believe it.
If that means I got to be there at midnight, that's what I got to do.
You'll just sleep all day just to
I will sleep in the theater.
Fair.
I will order a pizza just for me, and then I will use the empty pizza box as a
blanket and as a pillow.
I'll just get like an extra large pizza, and I'll just I'll put myself in the box and use it as covers, like a sleeping bag. Oh, I love it. Oh, that means that I'm a pizza roll. I identify as a pizza roll now. My new pronouns are pizza, pizzas. So
Pizza/roll. Oh my god.
Oh, you could use them interchangeably.
Yeah.
You could also watch me consensually impregnate Mia Goth this summer. Funny, I don't think she's attractive at all. I don't know. Her face is weird.
I think she's pretty, but all right.
Yeah. Not for me, but
I mean,
I'm glad
hey,
that you guys think so.
you're.
I think it's the brows. I think it's the light brows.
Oh yeah.
You know, she looks like she doesn't have any, and it weirds me out. I think that's all it is. But she's a fantastic
Oh yeah, she's
actor.
one of my favorite new artists.
My pronoun
Actress.
is it thing. I love that.
It thing.
My pronouns were pie/pies during Thanksgiving time because all I ate was pie.
Nice.
I identify as a pie, and now I identify as pizza rolls. So look at me. I'm just food. I'm just made of food.
Food gang.
Food gang! Max, thank you so much for another awesome episode.
Yes, thank you for
Scary is still
making
being
me
pleasured.
Laugh. Yeah, Scary will be pleasured until we end the podcast.
Yes, Scary is this.
Damn,
entity
3
off to
hours.
the side.
3 hours is a lot of time to get pleasured.
It is. I mean, that's Jesus Christ. I don't 3 fucking hours. I mean, she's a boss. So
She is, yeah. I mean, she's a Cenobite and she's the girl from Midsommar. So
Mid-Cinna.
Somar bite.
So more
Mid-bite. Mid-bite.
Oh, mid-bite. I love that so much. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. All right.
I'm gonna find someone to raid.
Ooh, I'm gonna find somebody to raid. find somebody to raid. Oh, Mia Goth could ruin my relationship whenever she wants. I'll leave out the snacks and just wait. Well, if you leave out snacks, I might come too, so you'll be disappointed. I mean, giggity. Sorry.
There's some things on that Ali says that are just the reason why I started quoting people.
Join the Discord to see spoonerisms and quotes from fucking
True.
Max.
Speaking of which, hold on. I know
Damn,
most of you
she
are in the
does
cantina,
that mean
but
relationship whenever she wants. I'll leave outside. Oh, mean relationship. Wait, I read two different things. Damn, she does that mean. She does. Does it mean you wouldn't have a threesome if one of them is Mia Goth, Allie? I mean, who's the dude? Is the guy John Hamm? Then sure, I'll have it. Cross the side of a bucket list. Who we rating?
that's a good question. I haven't
Let me
rated
know if
Cat
you
in a
need any
while.
suggestions. Rate Cat.
I don't know
Is
if
she
she's
on?
ending.
Let's see. Oh yeah, she's been. Oh, sub naughty.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need any suggestions. I have a few people on too.
Yeah. I will ask when I get an answer.
I think that I'm going to be playing Death in the Water 2 on Monday.
Oh yeah.
Facing my fear of sharks. We'll see how that goes. Back to the screaming. It was nice to play a chill game though last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chill until I came in apparently.
So good. I
Yeah.
love that. I loved having you there. Looks like she's going for a while, Trinity said.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Gris is so beautiful, chill, yeah. You're so beautiful, chill.
Cool. I texted AC just in case. Cool. We are going to raid my good friend Cat Hatters. We love the shit out of her. If you guys are subs in this stream, feel free to make the raid message whatever you want, or you can just take the raid message as it is. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I love and adore you all, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Bye, friend.
Bye.
Oh, when
That was so
driving, you hit the right
fun.
button.